Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting chapter of A Tale of D20 presents Magpie Madness, where four friends journey the scurvy seas to tell a story of nautical proportion. I am your host and resident tale weaver, Omar, and I am joined by a fantastic cast of TTRPGers and creators from across the US. And we are back to play part 2 of our Rapscallion Halloween adventure, ran by the Fates themselves, Ansel. And we are doing this all for raising money for the Trevor Project. Trevor Project is a nonprofit organization dealing with LGBTQIA plus youths when it comes to suicide prevention and crisis prevention. They are around the world now, and they are really using technology to kind of bring this good message and doing these wonderful things everywhere. And I'm fascinated in what they do, what they have come from, and what they've accomplished. But we always want to give more. We can always do more. So that's why we're having this Magpie Madness event to raise money. And you can give by going to give.thetrevorproject.org/Magpie Madness. There you can donate as much as you want, or you can. Every dollar counts, but every donation of $5 and then increments of $5 in that will get you in a ticket to win an awesome prize by Magpie Games themselves. And it will be any one of these wonderful games that we've been forecasting here during this month of charity. But you don't, no purchase necessary or any kind of cost is needed, because you can simply go to our Twitch channel. And if you're watching on Twitch, gather page points just by watching. And with 250 points, you can hit that button that says Trevor Project Sweepstakes. And that will also get you an entry in. We'll contact you via email or through your screen name. And then we will get your information and send you one of these wonderful prizes. We have tons of prizes there. So we expect a lot of winners. So we thank Magpie Games for those generous donations. Well, I am going to now hand it off to the Fates, the foretelling ones that guide us through the future and pave the way. And they're benevolent. Oh, benevolent. Ansel, take it away.
Whoa! Through the smoke of mystery comes now. Hello, friends. I am the Ansel Birch, the Indecisionist, and I will be the Fates tonight. We are going to be rejoining our incredible cast of pirates as we sail the one big sea, and in this particular case, seem to be chasing down a few different opportunities for adventure. I have an idea about what might be coming, but they don't, so I won't ruin it. But speaking of people who don't know what's coming, let's go ahead and introduce everyone around the table. Let's start. Well, we've already met with Tale Weaver. So, Laura, do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Buckstein. For a second, I had a existential crisis, and I was like, who am I? Am I me or am I Tuppence? My name is Laura. I am a Chicago native, born and bred. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. I love dogs, wine, not pina coladas, but I do love getting caught in the rain. And when I am not playing D&D, I am thinking about D&D and other TTRPGs. And I am also a burlesque performer in the city of Chicago, known as the Queen of Rock and Ravioli, Ali Dente. She's never overdone. And I am playing the Mountebank playbook. Tuppence, allow, you blistering barnacles.
And MC, tell us a little bit about yourself. Certainly. Everyone, I'm MC Williams. I'm the host of the long-running Myths Your Teacher Hated podcast. We tell the stories of myths and legends from around the world with all of the naughty bits left in, because let's face it, it's a lot more fun when you have all of the stuff that was supposed to be there. We are on all of the various places. I've also recently started GMing an actual play podcast called Saturday Morning Roleplay. This uses multiple different game systems to tell stories inspired by our favorite childhood cartoons. Our first series is The Recyclers, telling the story of a series of transforming robots who are a mashup of the Transformers and Captain Planet. New episodes come out the first Saturday of every month, so check it out. Excellent. And for me, you can find all of my work at The Indecisionist, or at indecisionist.com, or you can find me on the socials. Oh, and Omar was kind enough to throw. Oh no, I'm going to be kind enough to throw my socials into the chat for everybody's benefit, should you want them. But otherwise, yes, you can find me all over the internet. I am doing far too many things. Among them, several podcasts, including a time travel podcast for movies and a time travel podcast for actual play. And most relevant, if you are out there in the world right now having FOMO that you're not playing an RPG, good news. Next weekend, you can play a whole bunch of RPGs totally for free at TTRPG Pickup Con. More information at ttrpgpickupcon.com. So yeah, come check it out. It's a good time, and I have completely filled all of my games for Saturday already. So Sunday, if you want to play with me, but there's plenty of space with other DMs from around the world, and I mean that in a very literal sense. Because I think Australia and the Netherlands are what we've got at the moment as far as DMs that have space open. So very exciting stuff. All right. So, having handled all of that, we also here are going to be using two different safety tools to make sure that our players are cared for at the table. We do have some lines and veils in place. Our main lines being cruelty to animals and children, as well as sexual violence and suicide and self-harm. Those are items that will not be appearing in today's game. But we also have the opportunity, should something come up that feels icky or weird for any of our players for any reason, they have the X card available to them. We can X card out by throwing our hands up in an X on the stream, putting X into our internal chat, saying, hey, I'd like to use the X card, whatever it takes. And it is the job of myself as well as the group as a whole to move our story in a different direction. And if someone wants to, they can ask for a break or a conversation, but they never need to do either of those things. We can just move on. All that being said, that is our housekeeping for the day. Did I forget anything, Tailweaver?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one.
All right, then play that sweet, sweet intro, my man.
Awesome. Cueing the intro.
Hey, ahoy. All right, so when we left our adventurers, we had fought in a great sea battle with the Admiral Archibald Clytempus. We had defeated him and blown up his flagship, throwing him into the sea and leaving him with his two remaining ships from the fleet. We then, from there, moved off towards Hookjaw Bay, but on the way ran into the infamous, legendary, moving whirlpool known as Faustus Gyre. and managed to survive it by sailing directly through it close to the eye, building up enough momentum to throw yourself out, because that's definitely how physics works. We then arrived in Hookjaw Bay and met with Red Alice, who told the legend of Faustus Gyre and how it serves as a sort of metaphor for grief and longing. But I'm sure that's not relevant. That's probably fine. And now our adventurers have a choice to make. Do they remain in Hookjaw Bay, or do they follow the leads that have led them to think that maybe there's something to be gained in Clytempus's potentially magical house? Aside from all the things that I just said, I would love for each of you to tell me one thing from yesterday's session that is sitting at the front of your character's mind as they step out into Hookjaw Bay for this next part of the adventure.
Well, we ended last session with me mid-ritual and a scary lady in white pointing at me. And that's a hell of a cliffhanger.
Oh, yeah.
I will say...
So that's top of mind? There's not another thing?
No, I mean, there's a couple things. I particularly enjoyed last session when we were in a near-death situation, and I asked the captain for ideas on what we should do to get out of it. And our dear Captain Shaw said, "I'm just here to look pretty. Whee!" And you know what? They did. They did look very pretty. So.
Yep, they did.
So on the hair.
And also how incredibly beefy and attractive, and maybe also into boats, Admiral Clytempus is.
Mon Dieu.
Oh, so size.
Much big, very wow.
You kept describing him like Henry Cavill. What do you want?
Look, all NPCs are fuckable. That's the rule.
And let us remind you that it is an 18+ stream. See, that's what I said happens all the time.
I guess I should have said that at the start. Yeah, this is an 18+ stream.
Bonsoir, mon amis. Jezra is thinking of the Jaya still, and very much wondering what would have happened if they had thrown themselves to the bottom as they were considering before we managed to zoom right on through. So that is still very much top of mind, especially after the conversation with Croc, who was telling more about the Jaya.
All right, and Captain, what's weighing on your mind right now?
Of course, my family and everything that's going on, my reputation, and currently my gorgeous locks that are thick and heavy upon my head. But what I'm really worried about is, well, I went out to bowl of steam and got right with gambling and perhaps may have cheated, but I'm a pirate, of course. It's in the business card, and perhaps maybe I drew the ire of someone important or dangerous, and I'm not sure what. So something might be coming to us, and you're welcome for all the troubles that's to go.
I'm sure it will not come up.
How could that possibly cause problems down the road?
I also got a very important lesson in business, which is you've got to spend doubloons to make doubloons.
Is this true? This is true?
Which somehow translates to buying the cheap spyglass.
Well, because you can get them in bulk, see?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
But
so you got to buy them less because you've got more.
And all the treasure we'll find with the cheap ones will mean that we spend less money to get it, and then that's exactly what it is.
We got it from a gentleman by the name of Kirk who has got some land.
They do not have such shoddy workmanship in Ismail, mon Dieu.
All right. Well, when we left our heroes, as previously mentioned, not only are they about to step out into adventure, but Tuppence specifically is in the middle of a pretty major ceremony, having rolled incredibly well on the unleash a power, on the perform a ritual roll. So Tuppence, you have asked one question of this ghost, which she has accused you quite heavily of being associated with that Rapscallion. Oh, it's in the name of, I said the name of the game. That Rapscallion Captain Midnight Shaw. And she has told you from her own lips that the thing that is driving her is that she has no more sons.
She told me that? I don't even think we got that far last session.
Maybe nobody noticed it, but yes, I have no more sons.
I was a bit distracted by the scary ghost standing in front of me and almost feeling like I was drowning.
I'm glad I said it again then.
Yeah, so...
I have no more sons to give.
Oh, did Captain kill all of them? Are you like one of the Clytempuses? No, that's not right.
My husband is Archibald Clytempus, yes.
Oh!
And he has driven my sons into the sea. He has fired them at that midnight shore as surely as they were weapons on the deck of his vessel.
Well, that really sounds more like a problem you ought to take up with your husband and ask him to stop sending your sons off to war. It's really not Captain's fault if the man is bloody well shooting his sons out of a cannon at him, is it?
I think she lunges forward towards you and grasps at you in a way that suggests that if she could throttle you, she absolutely would. But instead, you just get the cold sense of her spectral hands passing through your trachea.
May I? I guess I would like to stand my ground. I'm not particularly scared of her. I've seen some shit.
She's not especially compelling you to do anything right now, but I like the idea of doing this, so yes. And I will say if you fail, then she will compel you towards something.
Ooh, fun. I do love stakes. Is this, which stat is this?
This is not, there is no stat. When you stand your ground, you are rolling blank.
Oh, that's
However,
right.
You must sacrifice a bond with someone who is present. As of right now, only your demon is with you in this moment, in the throes of your ritual.
That's right. So I'll mutter to myself, listen, you're going to be pissed. We can talk it out later. I don't really have another choice right now, and if you had just told me about your friend earlier, we wouldn't be in this pickle now, would we? And I'll sacrifice the one bond I have with my demon to get this answer.
Okay. So you're going to roll and add nothing to it.
Do they not get the +1 for having Monty right there?
Oh, yep, thank you. Sorry. Gotta keep reading the thing. Yes, you get a +1 for having the demon there. Do you have another bond you could spend? Do you have 2?
I have a bond with Jezra, but Jezra's not there.
Jezra's not there. And are you facing your vice right now? You are not.
Well, we haven't decided
yes.
what my vices are, I don't think.
Your vice is built into your sheet. It's the your desire to be bedeviled. So
yes.
If you were bedeviled, then you would be able to add that.
Oh yes. Well, I rolled pretty well. I rolled an 8 + 1 for a 9.
All right. With a 9, you can choose to mark a trouble or give in to the compulsion, your choice. The compulsion here being to allow the spectral woman to claim some of your bodily autonomy. She's gonna take over your.
There's already a demon in there. We might as well have a party.
Yeah, right. It's a whole party. Yeah.
I think I will, though, take the trouble because it gets me one step closer to being bedeviled. And I think the temptation after the day that I've had is, it's just too good. It's just too good. And I also feel bad for giving up the bond with the demon. So I feel like, in a way, this is me reciprocating to him.
All right. I would like to go ahead and have you take bedeviled as your trouble.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh, this is maybe bad. Okay. While bedeviled, I am compelled to do whatever my demon says. If it asks me to do something nasty to a crewmate, do it willingly to mark one experience, and if I resist, compel, pick from a list of sacrifices or else lose one bond with a demon, but I don't have a bond with a demon, so this'll be fun.
This is the dead man's party. Who could ask for more?
Oh no, we were
Nice
best friends
Oingo
for
Boingo
a reason.
reference.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have one more question to ask of her. With her spectral hand around your throat.
Okay, I apologize. I know we want to keep the story moving, but I have a plot-relevant question, and I have a chaos question.
Chaos.
Listen, between you and me, I just gotta know, what's it like? You know, what's it like?
Trying to think what is the funniest way to do this?
I could not I was like, do I ask a plot-heavy question, or do I ask what Admiral Clytempus's dick was like?
Okay, so I think what she does, you can feel her hands, her spectral hands, inside your throat right now, right? So
I just gotta know,
yeah.
just real quick before you take me out. I don't want to go without knowing. What was it like?
I think she looks at you and she quirks just the littlest smile. Like, this is maybe the first sort of pleasant thought she's had in a long time. She's going to like reach down and then just pass her arm into your abdomen so you can feel like where it ends right underneath your organs.
Yep, thank you. That's right. Thank you for your service.
With that, the air rushes back into the room. All of a sudden, you can feel your lungs filling, and as though you have been drowning for minutes, you come gasping back into the room.
Oh, God, fuck, shit. Oh, bleeding barnacles, peg-legged nincompoops. Oh, cursed bilge rats, where's Jezra?
And you do have like goose prickles everywhere that she was inside your body.
I'm just like absent-mindedly rubbing my stomach like right under my rib cage.
Your microphone is mad at you for whatever you just did.
Yeah, it super is. La 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 la.
Okay, so we have learned a little bit more about Lady Clytempus and a lot more about Admiral Clytempus.
Several inches more about Admiral Clytempus.
Yeah, so let's zoom back over to Jezra Blackhands. You've been sort of gadding about town, meeting various members of the local village, learning more about the situation at hand and the potential of the Admiral's home. What do you want to do from here? Is there anything that attracts you or that you wish to continue asking questions about?
No, I think there has been enough of the work. It is time for the partying. So I think I'm going to roll a carouse.
Excellent. And I am hand-waving the use of treasure for additional downtimes, so don't come for me, rule pedants.
Oh, this is not so good.
Oh no!
That is, my polish is 0, so that is a 4.
Okay. All right, so mark 1 luck. But you are also going to mark your playbook's vice.
I am indeed.
So we now have our Montebank bedeviled, and we have our swashbuckler impassioned. Both of them are driven to extreme flights of bad decision making. One in the attempt to impress or frighten their connections, the other in the attempt to impress their demon. Now all we've got to figure out is how to get Midnight Shaw all murder happy. To give in to ambition. Speaking of Captain Shaw, well, first, Jezra, what sort of carousing do you think you get up to, aside from just getting absolutely rip-roaring drunk?
Well, once the booze starts the flowing, then comes the party tricks of the flexibility, the card tricks, the throwing of the cards, the drinking again, the trying to throw the cards and missing the cards. It gets a bit hazy after that.
Phenomenal. So yes, we get a lovely montage of you throwing cards, drinking drinks, playing cards, losing things. Yes, absolutely. Love it. Captain Shaw, you had rough luck gambling yourself. You did gain some treasure, but you have also gained yourself a roll on the test renown chart. So one sec here.
Oh, and here it comes.
I'm sure to be fine, mon capitan. Surely nothing can come of cheating at cards. Just do not get the caught, eh?
Of course not. You think I really get caught? You know who I am. I am Captain Midnight Shaw. And I never get captured, caught, or all around figured out.
Of course. Here's a glass to 5 more arrests.
5 more escapes is more like it.
This is true. This is true.
All right. So, I need you to roll 1d6, Omar.
Oh. Come on, dice. Don't screw me like you did last time. A 4.
Okay. All right. Congratulations. You have rolled higher than your current renown score as a ship. So you don't gain a boon, but you also don't gain unwanted attention. Instead, you manage to skate under the notice of everyone around you. And congratulations, you've escaped that nasty fate that could have come for you. But just as an example of things that might have happened, you may have attracted a new follower. You may have learned about an incredible treasure. You may have impressed an important patron. But you also would have gained a bounty hunter's attention, a powerful enemy knowing where you are, or a curse by mysterious forces. So testing renown is a really cool mechanic that they added for the final version, and I, for one, think it's a great addition.
Well, better luck next time, I guess.
Yeah, better luck next time. Hey. But yes, congratulations. You don't overcomplicate your life at this juncture. So, since you have avoided notice and other repercussions, what does Captain Midnight Shaw do with the rest of his time in port?
Well, of course, I'm slippier than a cat, so why not get my paws a little messier. But this time I'm looking for something. Word on perhaps a treasure here that's been found on or nearby in Devil's Ridge. Anything leading me to a clue to find my rightful inheritance.
Okay. So that sounds to me like you are investigating, unless you would like to perform a ritual to find your... it is a magical artifact that you are trying to find. This is a magical world. You could certainly try to do that. Let's see. You could also... Yeah, no, that's really going to be it. You really want to investigate or can perform a ritual to try and find this item.
You know what? I'm desperate. Really desperate. And I know there's a lot of things that can be found here. So, I think I'm going to leave it up to the fates, apparently. My crew thinks to be... They apparently think that magic exists and that there's an underworld and all that, but so maybe there is something into it. Let me try some Balui magic. And I will attempt to perform a ritual.
Oh. All right, so you are going to be rolling plus Spitfire.
-1, love it. Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to, you could... I'm trying to think if you could spend a bond for this. I would say if you wanted to bring in one of your crewmates and spend a bond with a crewmate in order to give yourself a bonus on this, since you are at a penalty right now, I think we could give you +1 to your roll to even you out.
So, I come back from gambling and I'm really, really drunk. And who do I see just looking so irresistible on the ship? It's Jezra. And I'll have all these riches and stuff that I've gotten. I might have spend a bunch to get some liquor, and I go, Jezra, would you like to join me by the beach? There's something I want to try, and I think only you can help me out with this.
But of course, mon Capitan, anything for you.
And I lead you down drunkenly as I stumble a bit to the side, like little enclave or like a cove, and I start to like take out some bottles of wine and or mead, place them down, and like stand up and look at you right in the eye. This is the first time I've ever done this before.
That is hard to believe.
Just I heard things can get a little crazy, a little wild, but go gentle with me.
Sure. What exactly is we doing, Captain?
I take out my dagger and cut my hand. cut Jezra's hand and just start to go into a things I've seen sort of I would say like a magical supernatural dance in an attempt to perform this ritual with my ally.
I love that you are taking dance into this. That is a very cool choice. I tell you what, this isn't in the rules, but I think if you want to roll with polish instead of Spitfire, I will allow it.
I mean, the fates say so, so now it's in the rules, love. And exactly, I will do that.
This is seeming like a bad idea, but I feel no fine that fuck it, let's do this.
It'll be fine. Here, drink this, and I'll just we're just getting drunk and dancing around. Flames. I spit wine on the ground and light it with flames. You know that can't actually happen, but this is fantasy, so
why not? Yeah,
it is a very high proof.
You know what, I go, I don't even want to know, and keep going.
Okay, so survey says double 5, so a 10 plus my Spitfire, which is is a 1, so that's an 11 and an 8, so a 12.
Incredible stuff. On a 12, you get to pick one of those 3 items from the ritual list. The ritual has unintended side effects. You need a final component, or you become cursed or changed in the process. Which do you think comes to pass?
I think that somehow I get cursed and or changed in the process. This is like the first time I've ever done this. I'm becoming a new captain, a new pirate lord. I'm changed within. I'm not the same.
Yeah,
pirate
absolutely.
man that I used to be.
As you complete the ritual, perhaps not even knowing, the dance that you've done with Jezra, the bottles that you've placed in just such an arrangement entirely by intuition and accident, and the certain slant of light as the sun dips on the horizon and casts its last rays sort of horizontally through the glass, we see as that light catches in the bottles, refracting around the circle that you've created, and forming into a sort of... I want you to imagine the sort of ritual lines that you see in like a Doctor Strange style ritual wheel, one of those mandala style circles with interconnected multivarious lines crisscrossing through it. The light passing from each bottle to the next, creating this wheel that turns ever so slightly as the sun drops, until in a moment time stops. The two of you in your dance perhaps don't even notice that the sun has remained hanging on the horizon in exactly the same place for perhaps minutes, maybe an hour. But when you do finally notice, you are in this ritual space. The light hangs dim but full of color. And Captain, it's as though you could see from here to the horizon and beyond. Your perception of the world becomes movable outside of yourself. What is it that you wish to look upon?
Well, in this moment, just existential moment when I'm outside of my own body, I really need to get back to what I was. I need to reclaim the name of the shores. I need to find that amulet, that treasure, so I can become the pirate lord that I was destined to be, and not get my crewmates, no, my friends, caught up in my own shit.
And how does Shaw seek the amulet? Your mind is free to cast about. Do you go looking for it on the ridge as you suspect it to be? Do you wish to see where it is? Do you pass back in time to see when it was last in someone's possession?
Oh, love to see. I step with Jezra. We step into the body or the eyesight or the view of the object. It's like we're recalling the memory of the amulet before, like moments before it was placed where it was. So who had it, where they placed it, and thereby have me have to figure out the location, or maybe I'll just know where it is, but I'm seeing it being placed in its current location.
Amazing. I guess this becomes a question that I ask you. Has this ever been in your possession, or was it lost from your father's hand?
It was definitely lost from my father's hand.
Because I believe we said he cast it into the sea. Is that your recollection as well?
I believe so, yeah.
But we know that Clytempus has had his hands on it at least once.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that Captain Shaw knows the last time he knew where it was.
Right.
And casts his mind back to home. Back to the little port by the sea where the Shaw house sits overlooking the bay, where the kites wheel above your home and you can smell the catch coming in with the morning. It's not the sort of place people write poems about, but it is exactly the sort of place that you would give all of this up to go back to if you could. And I think we follow as this amulet flies out the window of the Shaw manse. And from its perspective, you sail through the window, flipping to see your father's angry face behind you. And you fall into the waves. From the perspective of the amulet, you see the water as it rushes past unendingly, just fathoms and fathoms deep. And for a while, you get a sensation of rest or sleep before there is a sudden pull, a draw, a compulsion. From nowhere, seemingly, your entire body is pulled from the silt up through layers of sand and rockets back through those fathoms of water, but not directly up, no, out laterally, across the seabed, through miles of kelp, until suddenly you pop out of the water, past the planking of a blue and white ship, to the hands of a sea priest, where you slap against the palm, the scarred multiple times palm of this lover of the waves. The sea priests are unquestionably powerful, but they are also dangerous. They come at a great cost, and all that they do is for the love of the waves, or the money to allow them to maintain that love. So in the scarred hand of this sea priest, the amulet sees the transaction of an enormous ruby that Captain Archibald Clytempus hands in exchange for this, for you, this Leviathan enchanted amulet. As you pass into Archibald's hands, he cackles. He is gleefully aware of the importance of this amulet, and as he puts it around his neck, he turns, and you see his entire crew as they pump their hands and cheer. But then you are put into a box and forgotten for some time, until you are finally pulled back out. And the face that you see from the perspective of the amulet looks like the Archibald that you saw just a day ago. The years have changed him. The curse of being so fixated on revenge has weighed upon his shoulders and grayed his hair. His enormous frame is still just ever as bulky as it ever was, but you can see that he has let his fingernails grow longer, his beard get scraggly, his nose has a distinctive bent to it from having been broken, The years have not been kind to Clytempus. And as the amulet comes out of its box, the grip around it is tighter, angrier, filled with need. And you are thrust into the hands of a woman. You look around and see that you are in a house beautifully adorned. Every little corner of this room is picked with little gemstones cut into arcane symbols. This is a house that has been designed with magic in mind. And it is here that you undertake your final ritual. Admiral Clytempus is using you to call upon the power of the sea. And as the ritual is built up around you, you see the candles laid, the chalk outline drawn on the wooden floor. You see the Admiral's wife weeping. Tears not of grief or sadness, but tears of vengeance. And you hear her final curse as she draws in the power of the sea and acquiesces to her husband's final request. She curses Midnight Shaw with the power of the gyre, but she also curses her husband never to walk on land again. And as you disappear and arrive on the sea floor with swirling waters above you, you can see the ghosts of pirates from long past echoing off into the generations. And the amulet knows that it is in a timeless place. And it is this final image that the two of you, in fact, are left with as the ritual comes to its conclusion.
Did you feel that?
That has never happened before.
Me either. That was incredible. I don't... Oh my goodness, I felt like I was the amulet itself, but my father, the Clyde Tempest, the Archibald, his wife. I've never felt that kind of animosity before. I think I might have gotten us into a lot more danger than I thought.
I think perhaps we were already in the danger, Capitan.
Hello, why are the two of you so sweaty?
No reason to stop us. Not at all. We were just wrestling. Yes, we were wrestling, practicing our sword play.
That's what you said the last time, and I didn't believe you then either.
It was his celebrating.
I think for the sake of the fiction, the thing that broke the spell was Tuppence taking one of the rum bottles out of the circle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm just fully like glug 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 glug. Why are the two of you so sweaty? Burps.
Am I mistaken, or was that Clyde Tempest's house that we heard about?
Clyde Tempest. Why are we talking about Clyde Tempest? We're talking about Clyde Tempest? Last nervously.
Why?
Huh? What?
No, who?
Yes.
I'm not saving you guys. You gotta have your own conversations.
So, rum.
Yes, yes, rum for everyone. Perhaps we should talk about the visions, though. That was intimate.
I'm sorry. Did you say vision?
I mean, try not to have a found out. Fine.
I mean, I know I'm a lot to handle, but you can call me by my name.
All right, the cat's out of the bag. I tried my first ritual.
Succeeded is more like it.
Oh, well, congratulations. You're officially a real sailor now.
Didn't think it was going to work, but
I generally shed a single tear. I'm so proud. They grow up so fast.
but we saw, my amulet. The one I've been searching for all this time. I've relived it. It was like from my
Your
father's
trust
hand.
fund.
Yeah, yes, my trust fund, as you call it. We kind of saw it go through the time. Years passed, and then it Clyde Tempest, Archibald, and a ritual. His wife cursed me. You need to.
Did she?
If you see a woman, maybe, or some type of spectral ghost, or someone saying, "Ooh, I curse you, midnight," or anything like that, run far away and make sure she doesn't do anything like choke you or touch your insides or something like that. Who knows what that could mean?
Yeah, I can't imagine what it might be like to have my insides touched by a Clyde Tempest. So, funny story. I might have accidentally invited her to lunch, as it were. A tete-a-tete, if you will.
I didn't have any rum. Hold on. You did what?
Neither did I. A tete-a-tete.
So that is what they are calling it now.
Yeah, so funny you should mention her. I literally sort of maybe kind of just talked to her a little bit. Sort of maybe summoned her vengeful spirit into my presence.
Well, that makes sense. She seems to have been the one powering the gyre.
Yeah, that would be her, all right. For what it's worth, as I was doing this very responsible thing of talking to a vengeful ghost who has out for my captain in particular, I did point out to her the logical fallacy, which is a fancy word I learned in the city. One time I was there for reasons which I legally can't talk about. I sort of did mention the line of logic that is, perhaps she should be madder at her husband than you, because it's not your fault he keeps pulping them out of you like pearls out of an oyster.
All right, and
I don't think it worked, because she sort of maybe tried to kill me, but not really. Just like a vague threaten, I think.
She didn't touch anything on you, right? No, put the heebie-jeebies and the scoobies on you. You say far away at that point, right?
Scoobies.
So, it's a funny thing about my scoobies, Captain. They may have been doobied. This is going really well, I can tell. You're not mad at me at all. So listen, I'll sort of, and I pull my collar aside, and there's what looks almost like a tiny little bit of freezer burn on my neck, I think. I'll sort of, super far away. I was so far that she was right next to me, touching me, sort of, if I remember correctly. It was all a blur, really. And I asked her some questions, but we don't need to talk about those. So.
We have plenty of rum and or news to go around. So please share. What did you ask the vengeful ghost who's looking for my life? Yours as well, who possibly cursed you. How could it get more worse than this?
I think your organs feel itchy.
I start scratching my stomach. Really just she sort of described to me in a really vengeful ghost way. I'm trying to think of ways that I could describe what we actually talked about, but describe it in a way that makes the captain think that I was actually threatened by this ghost. Oh, I'm sort of
Tell him there's a treasure in the Clyde Tempest house.
Well, yes, obviously. No
obviously
shit. Sorry.
Talking to all the time.
Ghost! Look, there goes another one. Ah! But anyway, yeah, I sort of asked some really scientific research questions about, and she really told me in a very, very threatening, I was scared for my life, I was, about, what it would be like, what a ghost could do, like to have your insides turned into soup.
This is terrifying. I'm glad you have survived this ordeal.
There's more than one ordeal I think I could survive, and this was one of them. I'm like nervously sweating.
Turn your inside into soap? Oh my
Soup.
goodness.
Soup, not soap, soup. Just really get up in there and...
That's terrible.
Like an immersion blender. Jezra, you just had a pretty intimate, magical experience with Captain Shaw.
Is this true?
I think while Tuppence is kind of taking your spotlight here, it might behoove you to try and reclaim some of that attention. And I would like to compel you to do so.
But of course, I see no reason to stand against this. This seems like a great idea. Yes, well, if we are talking about the Clytempus, I believe we should definitely break into the house. I have heard telling that there is an organization in the capital known as the Green Front that I personally have an in with. They will, of course, help us out. We have the connections, and we can certainly get into the house and get the amulet out, no problems. There are no problems to be worried about. Certainly no genies inside. Nothing like that.
Except for the part where the whole entire library is supposed to be filled with genies, isn't it?
I've heard that there are no genies in the library.
Oh, there rumors.
If you can get Tuppence in trouble, you get an experience.
Well, it's just so funny you mention it, because I've heard some rumours from friends in the city that the library's full of vengeful spirits as well, but I don't know anything about those.
No, of course you do not. You know nothing of such a hungry spirit, shall we say. Yes, of course, there's nothing to be worried about. You will be eating out, no problem.
Did you just say...
Don't correct him.
Yeah, you're so right. My goodness, how right you are. We should go to that place that is a house. And I whisper to the demon, nailed it.
We need that man in that house.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to watch.
Oh, I'm gonna watch.
I'm fully saying all of this out.
Watching.
I'm always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
As the three of you are on the beach and the last rays of sun have passed, leaving just this dim glow on the horizon, I think all three of you, experienced pirates, note a silhouette crossing the line where the sun or the sky meets the sea. And it is a ship, yes, but it is the outline of a ship that no one would ever mistake for any other vessel. Sure, it's got sort of the curvy front and the flat back part. Sure, it's got the flat top bit and the masts that come up, but it also has a Ferris wheel tilting off the back of it, and a big sort of tent-looking structure quite obviously dominating the majority of the main deck. There is no question that what you are looking at is the circus ship of the Carney fleet. One that is run by... hold on, sorry, I've got to get all the right names in there on this one. one that is run by Benedict Penwing, the ringmaster and ringleader of your old troop, Jezra.
Mon Capitan, it is the Dancing Bear. I of course recognize your ship. It is a circus. They have come to town.
The circus, but this time?
Yes, circus. Let's definitely stop talking about vengeful spirits and go to the circus. I like this idea.
Well,
I am liking this idea too. They can be nothing but helpful. Just keep a tight watch on your purses.
all right, I
No
trust you,
circus.
Eli.
Get him to the house.
And by any chance, since we sort of the ship travels quite quickly, is there a chance it could get us to the Clyde Tempest Mansion faster than our ship?
Faster than our ship. Our ship is one of the fastest in the sea. I don't think we can
Well, we
do that.
don't really have time to stop then, do we? I mean, it's like we could go to the circus, but also the longer we wait, the more chance there is for him to have people move the amulet for him again.
I am not sure about it getting us there faster, but certainly getting us there easier. They have all kinds of the interesting people, the fire breathers, the trapeze artists. We are going to be putting the heist on the totally normal and not at all dangerous house. Having these people on the side could perhaps be useful.
That's a good point. They could help us disguise ourselves.
I go
Indeed.
pull over Tempest to the side. It's Tempest, sorry. Tuppence to the
You
side.
can call me whatever you like, Captain.
And to get earshot away from Jezra. Alright, so I think I'm in a good place right now with Jezra, and we kind of had this magical moment together. So why don't we just come to the circus? We'll make him really happy. It could be like our first, what do you call, what's that word? They call it first, mission together out on this.
Oh, that's what they're calling it now.
Yeah, I'm normally on the ship.
I
or we'll
usually call
spin
it
up.
bumping uglies.
Ha ha! Not uglies, not at all. A beautiful night, isn't it?
Yeah, but bumping beautifulies doesn't sound quite the same, does it?
Every time they are not looking, Jezra is creeping forward slightly, trying to get closer and closer till he is right behind them.
Well, I'm sorry. Why were you all? What were you doing in there?
Before what? We were just performing.
Were you making your moss touch?
No. We're having a respectable time with the ritual that we're performing.
Making them, and I keep doing this.
I just. Oh my god, they have a Ferris wheel? And then walk off. Stop seeing you when you sneak into me like. And just continue walking over to the big circus on the water.
I'm going to wheel around to Jezra and say, look, I know you know things about me, and I know I know things about you, and I don't know what the bloody hell that was trying to throw me under the bus with the captain, but if you're going to make me watch my back, then you better watch yours as well. You hear?
I do not know what you are talking about, and I stalk off in a huff.
Peg-legged nincompoop.
Follow him.
Well, I'm literally actively following him right now. You don't have to yell at me.
Take something from him. Take his weapon. You need it. The flaming weapon, you need it.
Which one? The flaming one? Is there one actively flaming?
No, but there is the one that sets on fire every time I unsheath it.
Wait, this is a sword?
No, it is what did I say it was?
Or was it a dagger?
Guisarm.
Guisarm, yeah.
Right, well, since the two of you are going off into the circus, I know you're not allowed to enter the circus armed. Do you want me to just wait back here at the entrance and hold all your things?
They are knowing me. I am sure it will be fine.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't want other patrons to think you're getting special treatment.
Wouldn't I? I give him special treatment everywhere I go. It is part of the allure.
Yes, right, of course. Oh my god, I tripped! And I'm gonna trip and fall into Jezra.
I would like to roll the size up against my comrade.
I encourage you to do so.
What am I rolling?
I am rolling the size up to size up a suspicious situation, and that is the boxcars.
You could. Holy crap. Okay, so if you want to try and resist this, it's going to be incredibly challenging. But if you would like to, Tuppence, you can attempt to hoodwink your colleague here.
100%. 100%. I'm hoodwinking. And hoodwink is, reminding myself, polish, which is a -1 for me. Well, but not well enough. That's a 6.
Okay. All right. Yep, that's a failure. Go ahead and mark your potential for that. And Jezra, you can hold 2 questions over Tuppence here.
Question. So I'm technically bedeviled right now.
Yeah.
So I was compelled to do it, and I did it willingly. Do I mark 1 experience?
Yes, you have done something nasty to a crewmate. So
I didn't
this
complete
is
the thing, but I did try to do it willingly.
I will accept attempting. Yes, you did not.
Okay.
You did not resist the compulsion, which means that you have enough to buy a playbook move.
I can use 3 to buy a playbook move?
You can.
Ooh.
While they are thinking, I would like to know where is the true danger lurking?
And feel free to riff on these questions, since this is kind of an atypical use of the move.
Certainly, I'm trying to discover what exactly is Tuppence up to, because there are many things, but she is not clumsy.
I think with that higher roll, you can definitely tell I was fully trying to steal your sword. I'm just going to say it plain out. I don't think it's difficult to tell. My hands are grabbing at your hip for probably one reason alone.
For cinematics purposes, this guisarme is a pole arm, so it's like a big, tall,
right. So I'm like
bill hook
essentially
on a stick with an extra spear attached.
I'm trying to fall, and like as I fall, grabbing at like Jezra's belt with one hand and the guisarme with the other hand to try and like pull myself back up.
But of course, and as you do so, I of course am very flexible, as they say, so I managed to help you up while keeping it safely strapped on my back. But I am now very suspicious of you, and I'm going to make sure not to turn my back on you for quite a bit.
It's not my fault, Jezra. It's not my fault.
As you say. And I'm going to stalk off in an even bigger huff.
Now listen here, you're gonna get me in trouble with my best friend. I don't like that.
Don't let the captain near the carnies.
Why bloody well not?
Oh my god, is that a clown over there?
Captain,
Hello!
that's not a clown, it's a murderer!
Hello!
He can be both.
Captain, no! And I throw myself in front of him.
For what it's worth, the circus ship has not hit land yet. But boy,
Captain, no, it could be the Navy Admiral in disguise! And I throw myself in, like, to tackle him to the ground. You can't take any chances! You can't! I'm off your first mate, I'll have to protect you!
Tuppence, like, you forget yourself. Yeah, I'm fine.
You won't be fine if you go on that ship, Captain. They're all in disguise. They're going to take you away from here, and then we'll never see you again.
Is it really that bad, Tuppence? Are you sure?
I'm so sure. I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
But look at it. I'm sure there's clowns, and look at poor Jezra. He's so looking forward to it.
Yeah, so looking forward to being Murdered by clowns. Yeah.
The clown is not a murderer anymore. He has left that life behind.
Yeah, but what if today's the day he relapses? We all have our moments.
All right. Here's how we can do it here. This time we'll go with Jezra's adventure. If we survive and go to the next, we will do your adventure, Tuppence.
This sounds fair to me.
I think we should do mine first, because I'm first mate.
We gave you all those, and I still don't know what you did with them, those sailors back from the Navy before.
Which ones?
The ones that boarded our ship and...
You told me to... I told you, they're gone.
Yes, they were taken care of.
Right. It'll be fine, Tuppence. I promise. Here, hell, how about this? I will give you half of my inheritance. If something should be happen, like this is a trap or something like this. But if it's totally fine and we're not trying to bust our ass out there, then you have to swap the decks for a week.
Let's see. On the one hand, if something were hypothetically to happen to you, I would get half the shore fortune. And if something were to not happen to you, all I would have to do is swap the decks for a week. Yeah, that sounds fair. That's a good bargain. I'll take it.
I'm so glad you're amenable to this. You fine bet.
Let's go to the circus. Let's go right now. Should we go right now?
While this is happening, I have already scampered up the tallest surface I can find with a torch, and am signaling to the ship with signals that, of course, the circus people know.
I'm like cackling to myself, and I'm like, you don't even have to tell me to take this bargain. Don't even bother telling me to do it. Oh, don't even. Me and the demon just cackling.
Incredible. Okay, so unless there is any other business, I think we will cut the scene there and pick up as the circus ship pulls into port. Does that scan for everybody? We all good with that?
Aye, fat captain.
All right, time jump. Oh man, time has passed. What a different time it is. It's so much darker all of a sudden. As we screen wipe into this new time frame, Jezra, have you signaled your old comrades away from the main port? Like, are you trying to get them away from where everybody else in town will see them for like a secret docking? Is that the idea?
Oh, no, the idea is to let them know that I am here and I will be coming with some friends to maybe have a conversation that maybe we do not wish to be overheard.
Excellent. Then I think that the scene that we come back to is the arrival of the ship on the main dock. Your vessel is there on one side of the jetty, in all of its beautiful glory, black sails, gold stitching, an obnoxiously sexy mermaid figurehead, just a real beauty of a ship. And directly across in opposition, we see the circus ship as it pulls in. It is painted in wild, gaudy colors and covered with oil lamps that light up parts of the outside of it, which are painted with images of various circus acts on board, including not only the incredible Benedict Penwing, the ringmaster, but also Larceny, known as Flying Sen, a tightrope walker and trapeze artist, and Bumbo the Clown, your old friend, Jezra. Bumbo, the notable murderous clown who... to hear Jezra speak of it, has apparently reformed. But I think in addition to these people, Tuppence, you spot somebody on board who's been painted onto the side of this ship from the Bumdiddlyums. Someone that you were hoping never to see. your dear old friend and assassination mark, Delta.
Oh God, could this day get any better?
Beautiful day to kill an old friend, eh?
Hello, Delta. How are you?
Oh, you okay? Yeah, I'll say she peeks her head over the side.
I pretend like I'm looking at a mural, like I'm standing at like a piece of art.
Tuppence.
You look
I'm right here.
saggier than I You look saggier than I remember.
Well, same to you, I suppose. Although keeping it tight in the right places, she like slaps you across the face.
I slap her back across the face.
Big hug. Big hug.
Big hug. Fully try and pick her pockets while we're hugging.
I think you successfully pick her pockets while you're hugging.
What do I get?
Oh, I think you get like an assortment of like little like trinkets. She doesn't have a lot of like coin in her pockets, but she has a lot of like little things that are handy to have on board the ship. So like one of those little leather things that you put on your thumb. We call it a thimble, but it's not as good as a real thimble. Mm-hmm. Like a little chunk of rope that you could use as a lighter or a candle if you were so minded. There's like just a handful of tobacco loose in her pocket. But I think the thing that stands out the most to you is there is a single like chunk of gold that she's been carrying around. It looks like it was smelted and then somebody had attempted to make something out of it with a hammer. So it's got like these like hammer blows on it. But it is completely, whatever they were trying to do, you can't tell what it was supposed to be. So it's just this sort of weird lump of gold.
Fully stealing it. Fully stealing it. Anything I can get my hands on. And I'm for sure making she isn't also trying to steal from me as well.
Well, let's go ahead and roll for that.
I'm 100% sure that she is. Yeah.
I'm glad glad you thought of it.
It's not my first rodeo.
I would like you to size up your friend.
I would love to, and that's rolling straight, right?
This is going to be plus vinegar.
Oh, that's right. Well, vinegar's a 0, so it is still rolling straight. So let's see here. 7.
7. Okay. So you may ask one question of her, and I think the question is she trying to rob you? Yeah. She is reverse robbing you.
I was going to say, actually, as opposed to is she robbing me, I would love to know, like, what is she taking from me? Like, specifically, what is she going into my pockets for?
Oh, okay. Interesting. So I think you feel her hand in the like butt pocket of your pirate dungarees, where you don't normally keep much stuff, maybe a handkerchief or something like that.
There's not a lot of room back there, if you know what I mean. It's a little snug.
Which I think makes it all the much more obvious when she leaves something behind. You feel like what feels like a small cylinder being deposited in your back pocket. And I think later when you have the opportunity to investigate it, it is a small vial of like a greenish brown liquid. Thin glass.
So when she first showed up, she said, that's my mark? Like I'm supposed to kill her?
Yep. You've had her on your list for some time.
Well, how long are you here for? It's been so long since we've caught up.
Well, we're rather hoping we could be here for a month or so, set up camp, put on a few shows, see what happens.
I would love to see what happens. What are you currently performing?
Oh, they got me juggling knives. Turns out people pay to watch that.
You're juggling knives just like we did do back in the old days. Oh, I love it.
Remember how I used to make men piss their pants by juggling knives near them? Turns out, if you're far enough away, it's entertaining.
It's entertaining both ways. And I again shed a single tear at the fond memory of grown men pissing themselves. Well, I'd love to. Won't you show me around? Show me around the place. Where you keep your things, all your friends, what you do here. I'd love to know more about your life here. It's been so long.
I know better than to show you where I keep my things, but I'll show you around the ship. And she ushers you on.
What I am trying to do, because I have, and I just thought of this, and I'm so proud of myself. I feel like my crewmates would be very proud of how sneaky and cunning this is. I have a poisoned dagger. She juggles knives. I would like to replace one of her juggling knives with my poisoned dagger so that when she juggles it and accidentally cuts herself, she gets poisoned and dies.
Just let time take its toll. That's hilarious.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, fantastic. As you go off with your brilliant idea in mind, I think the camera swings back over to Jezra. Jezra, you are getting an absolutely royal welcome from Benedict Penwing. He is so excited to see you on the deck. That as all of this nonsense is happening between Delta and Tuppence, he just sort of brushes past them as though it's not even there. Normally, this is a man who likes to make an entrance and would be incensed by being upstaged, but he doesn't even care. He's so excited to come up forward and give you a big bear hug.
Benedict, you mangy old sea dog. How are you doing, mon ami?
I am so well, you good old bastard.
Oh, it has been quite the time, Benedict, quite the time. We need to talk about the two for drinks. This is thirsty work, of course.
Of course. I'm already 3 drinks in. I hope you are not behind me.
Oh, no, I am at least 4 drinks deep.
Very good, just as I remember. And who is your friend, Captain
This is
Golden
Captain
Air,
Midnight Shaw here. He is one of the... yes, that Captain Shaw.
The famous Captain Shaw, who is the scourge of the Queen's Navy.
He's a friend of yours. You're rather friendly, aren't you? There. Yes, I'm Captain. Hold on. Pull up my fan here, and I am Captain Midnight Shore. When the bell strikes 12, well, I may be striking in you. And I am soon to be the famous pirate lord from those shores. So, yes, you can go ahead and kiss me feet, and you can touch my hair just a little bit.
He does a big, sweeping, dramatic bow, and then as he comes back up, he reaches out and sort of like walks his fingers up the buttons on the front of your coat. He says, "There is a very compelling bounty on your head, Captain Shaw."
And the bounty will always be there and raise more and more because everyone wishes they can get a piece of the shore. Isn't that right, Shank? As Shank will come and be near me as my large ostrich there, so I can look even more intimidating. Actually, I go on top of my ostrich, and the moon hits me in a beautiful light, and I stand up there audaciously.
I was thinking something else might be in order. You see, a man with a bounty on his head, he's always running, I think. But you are a man who is running towards the danger, yeah?
Well, yes, I've from time to time faced danger with a scowl that would quell any tide. Yes, that is me, Midnight Shaw.
I think to myself, Benedict, if someone has the money to put up an enormous bounty, could you not take that money from them? And then there wouldn't be a bounty? Have you ever thought this, Captain?
my own heart.
I'm right, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't help that the person who put out the bounty is my very kin, and I rather not steal from my own fortune. I will reclaim what it comes to be, sure.
Captain Shaw, I think you have a misunderstanding of who is wanting your head. It is Admiral Archibald Clyde Tempest who has put forward 5 million gold pieces on your head. Word has it you've blown up his ship and his hopes and his dreams and his children and his ability to walk on land, which I think is the thing he's most mad about.
The question is, which time are we doing this? Because we have blown up several of his ships and apparently several of his sons.
And he should be lucky enough that we blew anything of his, so you're welcome.
But it is the Admiral that we have come here to see, because we do in fact have some interesting information about Monsieur Clyde Tempest that we were hoping you might be interested in as well.
I think we have a great deal to discuss then. You, me, us, all of us. I think it is time that we break open a cask and make it so we cannot put it closed again. What do we say?
Yes,
You with the butt, go.
What, me? I just got here. What are we doing?
Drinking!
Yeah.
Find an unlabeled barrel and bring it up post haste.
Me? I'm the first mate. It's my job to delegate. You do it.
Everyone on my crew knows where the good booze is. I need you to find a fun one.
Find your fun barrel. Grub on. I'll head off to do just that.
And I think, dear friends, this is probably the point at which we should take our own little libation break as our heroes prepare for their drinks. What do we say, Captain? Am I right in our timing?
Oh yes, quite so. So we're going to take a small little break and be back in a few minutes. The timer will be up, counting down before we go live, but stay tuned. Don't forget to donate over at give.thetrevorproject.org/Magpie Madness and enter in to win a cool prize from Magpie Games. Or you can submit 250 page points on Twitch and hit that button that says Trevor Project Sweepstakes. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Ooh. And we're back. So, welcome back, everyone.
Ahoy!
It's time to hit the sea. So, Ansel.
Indeed. Yes, as we rejoin our heroes, we have been met by the good ship, and I've immediately forgotten the incredible name that you came up with for it.
The Dancing Bear.
The
The
Dancing
Golden
Bear.
Duchess. Oh, the circus ship.
The circus ship
Yes.
is the Dancing Bear.
The Dancing Bear is pulled up across from the Golden Duchess as the two ships face each other, as different as any two ships could be. One grand and majestic, the other whimsical and covered with a circus tent and an actual Ferris wheel out the back of it. But the crews have gotten along famously immediately upon meeting on the dock and have decided to go off and have a big drink with one another. So what I would like to do is, for free, everybody gets to roll a carouse.
Ooh, awesome.
The carouse is... That is plus polish, which is 0, so that is the 6.
That is the 6.
Oh, ho, ho. Double sixes.
Hell
so that's
yeah.
12 plus 1 is 13.
Well, I have a -1 to polish. And it was going to be a 10, but I have a -1. So it's only a 9.
Okay, I mean, that still could have been way worse, because Tuppence, I will remind you that you are currently cursed to be hyper-violent at nighttime, which it currently is.
And I'm also currently bedeviled.
Bedeviled. Yeah.
Am I taking a second trouble?
Yes. Jezra, as you rolled underneath a success, we are going to have you take a second trouble. You already have your playbook vice engaged, but I am going to ask you to add to that. Let's see. I think that the exposure to your old friend, with whom you learned to take the greatest risks of your life, has returned you to your youthful exuberance and lack of care. So I would like you to take the trouble spiced.
Spiced.
Yes.
Fantastic.
You are compelled to jump blindly into every dangerous, weird situation that is offered to you.
Oh!
Incredible.
This lasts for the scene, so this one does have a hard end point. When we end the carousing scene, you will have worked off the spiced trouble. But yes, that is the trouble I'm going to impose on you for this one.
I did choose a new playbook move, by the way. I did choose the Contract of Power, so I don't have to spend a luck the first time I channel during a session. Yeah, which
we can have operate the next time you channel.
That's great, because I currently don't have any luck. So I thought that would be useful.
Handy.
Yeah. And the move that I chose to have that apply to is cloaking myself in shadow.
Okay. And I see the captain has taken It Takes One to Know One, so that's handy.
I was almost going to use it before when we were all at the scene, when we were all like arguing for a moment, but when the ship appeared, I feel like maybe we'll be using that later on, whatever's happening here. But it allows me to read someone to filth. Oh,
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How appropriate.
And I'm not liking that friend of yours who seems so friendly. You known her for a while, right? You never told me about the dancing bear. Cute name, by the
I
way.
told you we shouldn't have come here. It's only misery and heartache.
So the deal's still on. Nothing really in danger except my heart. But
Don't worry, Captain. I'll protect you. I've got you emotionally and physically.
Jezra has already wandered away and is feeding Shank a giant bucket of the rum.
Nice. Tuppence and Captain, you both get 3 luck from your successful carousing. Jezra, you are going to get 1 luck from your failure, but we do get to add your trouble as previously mentioned. So that's the outcome there.
May I, because I now have 4 luck again. Oh wait, no, that was experience. Never mind, you said luck. Haha, just
Luck,
kidding.
yes.
and so I got a 13. Do I get to tell you something?
Yeah. Tell me about the opportunity you caught wind of or a shady friend you made.
So, you know that remind me the friend of Jezra here.
This is Benedict Penwing.
That's what Benedict. I want Benedict. Do you say Benedict could be a friend of mine? I don't see him as a friend. He's kind of a threat to my friendship here. And this is my crew member. This is my swashbuckler, not his. And so I want to kind of like make him think I like him and destroy him from the inside out. Take that as any way you wish. I mean it in all the ways you're thinking right now.
Yes, you can absolutely make a dubious. You can absolutely make a dubious friend of Benedict Penwing, the ringleader. Love it, love it. Fantastic. So I think as we think through this moment, I would like to hear in the montage of everybody getting drunk. What are the sort of dominant things that we see your character doing as they chit chat, party, and otherwise get into the good graces of the crew of the Dancing Bear? With the exception of Tuppence, I would like to hear how you murder at least a couple people over the course of the evening, since you are compelled to do horrible violence, unless you would like to try to resist that compulsion.
Why would I do that? That would be so boring.
That's exactly right.
So, a couple of things are going on here. One is that I am discreetly swapping the poison dagger for one of Delta's
Juggling daggers, yeah.
Right. I think, two, is that something has to happen to the captain, because if that happens and I am proved correct, then I get half of the Shaw fortune, which is a fucking insane thing for the captain to have gambled. Demon aside, there is no way I could explain away resisting that amount of money. So I think I told the captain I would have his back emotionally and figuratively. I'm just trying to be a good, responsible first mate. So I think whatever that little green vial is, not enough to like kill him, but just a teeny little bit in every glass, so that the captain gets progressively more and more and more like digestive upset as the night goes on. I'm low-key trying to give the captain like the worst case of food poisoning he's ever had, without anybody noticing.
Okay. Well, then we're not montaging that.
Yeah.
Because I will interrupt the montage in progress. Captain, as Tuppence attempts to hand you a glass of wine, and Jezra as well, in fact, everyone who's in the scene except for Tuppence, Tuppence smells like ass all of a sudden. Just absolute, like, farts. It's as though Tuppence has like covered herself in feces and then also farted, and she's trying to hand you wine, and the wine smells so bad. Tuppence, this all seems normal to you because as a reminder, you gave away your sense of smell.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So immediately, as I go, you know, this is a brilliant ship. Oh, the bloody hell! That?
You all right, Captain?
Oh, sacre bleu! Oh,
What's
what
the
died
matter
in
with
here?
you?
Poppins, what? You don't smell that. You reek.
Oh,
I do.
oh, you
What?
girls.
I don't want to drink that.
Oh, you know, no. It's just I stopped by the petting zoo on my way back from refilling all our cups. So I'll just leave your drinks here for you and go, shall I?
Delta is laughing her ass off.
No. Oh my God! What a nice plant you have.
Oh, that is a very nice plant indeed. Oh,
I'm so sorry. Oh my God! Plant as well. That's
It's like
I reckon we should all go into the pub because it's not going to smell like Tuppence's shit in there.
All right. You can taste it.
I'm going to kill whoever said that.
It's Delta for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to kill whoever said that.
You know, Captain, you shouldn't let Tuppence anywhere near milk. She just turns absolutely rancid.
Tuppence, did you hide your lactose intolerance from me?
Yes, the only thing I've ever hidden from you is rampant lactose intolerance.
I promise we wouldn't keep any secrets between us. You think I was going to judge you because of that? It's fine. You don't need to eat dairy. We can still be legendary.
Can't keep it at sea anyhow.
All right, I'll go and bathe myself and rejoin you, shall I?
I think you should.
It's almost about time for the knife juggling act anyway, and that sounds thrilling, doesn't it?
it does indeed.
Fantastic. Well,
Oh, no.
If Jezra thinks it's fine, yeah, I would.
Jezra wants to see knife juggling. Great, I'll go take a bath, and then we'll all watch knife juggling, and nothing will go wrong, and everything will be fine.
That sounds like a lovely plan. You go bathe yourself.
Right. I go to bathe myself and switch my dagger out for one of her daggers.
Make sure to wash your ass. Fantastic. Commence montage. Yes. So she had in fact just put a vial of stink fluid in your back pocket so that it would burst at an inopportune moment.
Yeah.
Because she is a trickster, little scamp that you are gonna murderize.
I will say, like, joking aside, like, something snaps in Tuppence, and, like, for a second, I do think that, like, a red mist goes across her eyes, and it turns, like, weirdly dark and sinister very quickly. Like, ha 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 ha, yeah!
Do we get a cutaway of you just, like, silently murdering your way back to the ship? Because you do have that power to just end any mook that you run into.
That's correct, with a single blow, yeah. I think, as people come off the Ferris wheel, which is just a revolving door of people going around and around, I say, right, this is the right exit, stab, sploosh, stab, sploosh.
It is the carousel of carnage.
Thank you, enjoy your trips.
People at the top see this happen but are powerless to do anything as they slowly inch towards you.
Because
Oh, that's right.
I
no
have
one
soft
sees
silk
it.
shoes and I'm wearing a dark hooded cloak and I'm wreathed in shadow.
Oh my god. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's happening. The population of the town is declining. But Jezra and Shaw, this gives you two an opportunity to have a little bit more time that is I mean, obviously there's a whole circus around you, but also this is more time with the two of you separate from Tuppence's attempts to drive you apart at her demon's behest. So feel free to make use of that in your montage.
But of course, how is Shank doing with his liquor?
Well, thanks to Bird, I believe ostriches can only drink so much of their body weight. So this strange avian fellow probably is stumbling over, no longer able to obtain the flight, and now it's more like a normal ostrich.
I think when you try to stop Shank from drinking, he bites you.
Shank, what? You promised you would never... Well, fine then. You too. I'll go ahead and hang out with Jezra. You go have your drink. I'll have Jezra.
I'm going to hand the bird a bottle of Merlot and a box of crackers, and then we go off.
Oh. Yeah. Shank is like, sure, bribe, love it.
Yes, of course, Captain. How are you liking the circus? We're about to see the knife juggling act, which she's not as good at it as I am, but she's fine. She's fine.
Oh, I know your talents in juggling. You can juggle many different things.
Yes, of course.
Flying Sen is walking above you guys on a tightrope right now.
Yes, I miss the high wire days. It was quite the time. Of course, the true danger came from doing it while quite drunk.
Jezra, I would like to compel you to try to impress Captain Shaw by doing the tightrope drunk.
Yes, I knew it as soon as I said it, that this was coming, and nope, this is a thing.
Thank you.
See what we would do, so we are going to try this.
I mean, you're not going to. I mean, you're gonna be fine. Are you sure?
It will be absolutely wonderful. Nothing bad can come. I need no net.
Oh, all right.
I think that this is going to be a use a clever trick roll.
All right. And that is the 13. I told you I could do it.
Hell yeah. Incredible stuff. It works without a catch. Let's see. Yeah. You pull it off spectacularly and mark an additional luck.
Incredible. Look at me go.
I think Flying Sen gets up there and tries to juggle with you while you're on it. You're just doing so well. Two additional high wire people come up to do like the pyramid stacking thing. Yeah, incredible stuff.
And
Top of the world!
And Toughest thought that she's gonna be swapping the deck for a week. I made out big on this one.
Captain Shaw, I have to ask, are you impressed by Jezra's antics?
I'm so impressed. I've never had anyone perform such feats of anti-gravity before. It's getting hot in here, isn't it? Whew. Anyone else? Cool.
I think, Jezra, this absolutely counts as impressing a connection and getting another connection in trouble. So mark yourself an experience. And okay, so Captain Shaw is not choosing to reject you for it. So that's great. Oh, no. Tuppence. Is Tuppence rejecting you? I think is how this is meant to be read. If this gets another, that connection can choose to reject you. Okay, so Tuppence, we're gonna cast our minds into the future a little bit. How pissed is Tuppence about Jezra taking away your opportunity at half the Shaw fortune here?
They say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Now, tuppence means two. So what kind of fury might hell have if it was two being scorned?
Is it two?
I think it genuinely is like, it's not like explosive anger. It's like this icy cold, like silent. You said in the very first part of the session, you've seen her do things that would make your hair turn white. And I think you see like a little streak of her hair turn white as she like glares.
She's gonna be hate swabbing that deck so hard.
I think like even for you, you would kind of have a sense of like, oh, I done fucked up.
I believe this. This is, I shall be watching the back, as we say. On the plus side, this is enough for the level up.
Yeah!
And I shall be taking the big damn hero.
I come back like sopping wet like the girl from The Ring. And like jab a finger in Jezzer's chest. May your last breath be saltier than the sea itself, you grog-swilling, peg-legged rogue of the waves. I've seen barnacles with more backbone than you.
When I sober up, that is probably going to be worrisome. But tonight we drink!
Tuppence is like eating some popcorn and looking. Is it a wonderful party? Like I told you it was gonna be safe. And look,
Captain, there's a bug on your face, and I just punch him in the face.
ow! But I'm not. It's my nose not broken.
I got the bug. I got it. You're fine. You're welcome.
Am I still pretty?
Over the course, mon capitan.
Oh no, did I break Ansel?
No, it's beautiful. Okay, so now we just need to figure out if you have murderized your friend, Tuppence. So this is just going to be a sheer... I would just like you to roll flat. Just roll a flat die, and let's see how lucky you get.
There's nothing about me that's flat, darling.
I've noticed.
We have established this.
Interesting. An 11.
Hell yeah.
That's my highest roll of this game so far.
Goodbye, Delta.
I will hand the reins of narrative to you. How does Delta go out?
Oh man, I'm torn between wanting to narrate this and also wanting to hear how you narrate it because you do this so well. You know what? Honestly, like, I'll tell you how I get the knife into place, and then I would love to hear your narration of how that moment happens.
I can accept that.
You paint such a good cinematic picture. All right, so I think, like, she's like, I know better than to show you where my things are. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Well, like, she shows me something like, she shows me something that she thinks is funny. Like, here are the toilets. You'd feel right at home here. And I think it's one of those, like, outhouses, but, like, it's a tent, so, like, there's a back flap. So I think I fully, like, sneak out the back flap of the outhouse, right? And she goes off to prepare for the show. And I think, like, whenever the Sen guy is coming back from the tightrope walk, I'm like, oh, I'm lost. I'm supposed to meet my friend Delta. Please, can you tell me where the dressing room is? And I'm like, I'll just wait for her. I don't mind. And I just sort of, like, sit in there like I'm waiting for her, whatever, after she's already left, like, and then I'll just sneak in there and I'll just slip it, and no one is the wiser.
All right.
And I think I'm going to sit front row so I can be a really supportive friend.
Okay. I think as the show starts, everything seems pretty normal. Delta comes out. She has her... she's got like a little skimpy leotard with cuts like strategically in the fabric of it, as though she's been through lots of knife fights. And she gets into this like weird sort of street fighting stance, and she menaces the front row with her daggers a few times to build up the sense of danger. Tuppence, knowing full well that one of those daggers is in fact lethal, I think adds a little extra something to this show of unnecessary.
Bravo!
Yeah, right. She then comes back and takes the center of the stage, straightens up a little bit, quirks an eyebrow at the audience, and then tosses her first dagger up into the air and catches the blade. She switches that one to the opposite hand. She throws the second dagger into the air, catches it by the blade, passes it to the other hand. She takes out the third dagger, and you can see her noticing that the weight is wrong. You see her like catching that something is amiss, but she's got an audience. Everybody's drunk. She's not going to stop the show for this. She flings it up into the air.
Already.
Yeah, she throws it up into the air, and this is the final thing to start. So she starts winging the other daggers up into the air, catching them by the blade, flipping them in this beautiful spinning dance of steel, the light of the torches glinting off of the blades. And as you watch the blades spin in the air, creating this sort of halo, you can see that one of them is starting to get a little red. And then all of them are starting to change. The light reflecting off of them, getting this sheen of blood. And it's the only light in the space, as all of the light is focused on her and these daggers. So the light of the blood is reflecting on all of you. Within a few minutes, the blood light is undeniable. Everything you're seeing is colored by red, and there's a muttering starting to go on in the audience around you before she tosses the dagger into the air, takes a deep breath in, and shudders out before falling to the deck. As the final dagger spins in the air and lands directly next to her hand, point in the stage. The other two bounce off harmlessly. They weren't sharp. But this third one shudders into the planking and wobbles there for a moment. Before Benedict Penwing comes out and says, well, what a wonderful performance! The danger of the daggers!
Bravo! Bravo!
Yeah, yes.
Encore!
I told you I was
they
better.
do it once per night. It's a contractual thing.
Boo!
And a pair of clowns come out and like cart her away. I think a third clown comes to take the dagger off the thing and cuts himself, and you see him, as he walks off.
I'm just sitting there smiling. The happiest you have ever seen Tuppence look.
See, I told you would enjoy the show.
Exactly.
You're so right, Captain. You've never been more right in your life. I'm having the best time. I love you guys.
She is not as good as me, but she is fine.
Yeah, she's all right.
Oh, no one's as good as you, Ezra. Oh, I'm so glad we came here. See? Now, Tuppence. Sorry to say, but I think someone's going to swab the decks for a week.
Well, technically, Captain, something did happen to you. You got a bug on your face. And now your nose is broken. So really, if we're splitting hairs here, which I'll admit you have a lot to split, something did happen to you. All you said was, if something happens to me.
All right, we'll cut the difference and just say, I'll swab the deck for 1 day.
So magnanimous.
Right, but can I wear your hat while you swab the deck?
All right, fine. You drive a hard bargain. Deal.
This is delightful. A round for everyone.
Begin to continue to indulge.
I think as the show comes to a conclusion and everyone starts to sort of filter off to their various directions, Benedict Penwing comes conspiratorially over to you, Jezra, and says, I don't know how to tell you this, but Delta, the knife thrower, she is for real dead. That was not an act.
Oh, how
I think there is a
fortunate.
saboteur in our midst.
Oh no! She's my old friend. Who would ever do such a thing?
This
I'm
is
so
a
sorry. We
very
will get to
dangerous
the
town.
bottom of this.
Delta, no!
Is there anything we can do?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was such an amazing, convincing performance. I thought,
So lifelike or deathlike. So,
She was, before she died, she was telling me about how pleased she was to see Tuppence again. And
she mentioned that she wanted to, spend more time together, and that she had a gift for me, and I'm pretty sure she left it in her dressing room. So, if she'd really want me to go through her things and find it, as a last wish to an old friend.
I suspect that's true. You please mourn in whatever way you wish. But Jezra, I think that to honor her memory, we should come with you on your next voyage to help you in your next stage. And word around your crew is that you're headed somewhere particularly exciting.
This is true, mon ami. Capitan, would you like to tell the wonderful ringleader what you had in mind?
well, friend, chum, compadre.
Can I call you Midnight?
No, Captain Shaw is fine.
Of course.
How about you know what? I could use some help in getting back my riches in my rightful place as the lord of this old sea. But so how about this? How about you join me as part of the beginnings of my armada? All right, and you will forever be known as the ringleader of the Dancing Bear, owned by Midnight Shaw, Captain and Pirate Lord of the Sea.
Now do not misunderstand. I am honored by the opportunity to join your fleet, but we are itinerant folk. We are travelers who cannot be tied down by such commitments as this. But I tell you, Captain Shaw, for a brief time, for the hint, the wisp, the barest gesture of connection, of alliance, agreement, of peace, whatever you call it, for the briefest wisp of time, I could see myself following your lantern and flying your flag. But do
Perhaps
not mistake this for me joining your fleet long term.
Perhaps the term we are looking for is patron.
Ah! Now a patron we could talk about. This would like me very good.
I suppose.
Did everyone else hear that such just now?
No, I've never heard anything that wasn't supposed to be there ever.
Oh good, it's not me going crazy.
I mean, well, you all
Did
crazy
everyone
for-
smell that?
No, I've never smelled anything that wasn't supposed to be there either.
I mean, you do have you must have the will of the sea itself to smell all that and still be able to keep yourself upright and not keeling over in vomit. And I wish I could have senses like yours, a sense of smell like yours, to not be bothered by anything like that.
Yeah, I'm something, all right.
Indeed, the strength of will, it is something else.
It was certainly something else.
Oh, you know what? That completely reminds me. So, when we were hanging out back on land, and I got into a little gamble, and I did not cheat. I promise not at all. But I won perfectly. What I won though was this brilliant crystal-like treasure that is supposed to be ancient perfume. It's like a bottle, and it's supposed to just seduce anyone to go, here, take a whiff. It's worth a million doubloons. Try it.
Do you straight up spray this seducing perfume in my face?
Yeah. Yes.
But I can't smell it.
Nope. You are now slightly wet,
It's so floral.
but just in the face.
Just
Oh! So who am I supposed to fall in love with?
well, whoever you like. This is really supposed to attract the one you're trying to pull to you. Something, right? I've been wearing it for a little bit, and if you look Jezra, I mean, like, it must be working.
Hey, here's a question. How soon are we going to the Claw Tempest house asking for a friend?
Oh, well, I suppose Jezra. So now that you and your old friends here of the Dancing Bear wish to join our patronage, it seems, how about we head off tonight?
So, science question above table. I can't smell the perfume, but the perfume is more about, like, it was sprayed in my face, so it's in my system whether I can smell it or not. So
That is a good point.
I'm assuming that my sense of smell being gone doesn't prevent the effects from happening, but that's up to you, I think.
I am going to argue that this is, well, the captain said it's magical.
That's how
I
he
think
says.
that is what the captain said. If that's true, then it would affect you regardless. If it's not true, then yeah, you're probably fine.
So we need to know, is it magical?
Yeah. So I think this sounds like a compulsion, Tuppence, that you could resist. If you succeed, then it's nothing. If you fail, yeah, that's some magic you got to deal with there.
All right. What am I rolling?
This is going to be a why can't I brain? Stand your ground. So you need to spend a bond with someone who's in the scene.
Ooh, I only have Jezra left. All right. Guess I'm... my crackers! I'm good.
Sherry, what have we talked about stealing the crackers?
So I guess I'm spending my last bond with Jezra to roll this. And then that lets me add a +1? Is that right?
Yes,
Or is that...
you will add a +1, and you are not facing your vice. So yes, this is just +1.
I straight up rolled double sixes.
Ooh, we are going hot
Boxcars.
tonight.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of this.
Okay, so you resist the compulsion. I'm gonna give you a luck for rolling boxcars.
Okay, I'll take it.
And yeah, so how do you think Jezra's presence helps you realize that you're not being affected by this? Because I think that's the question that Tuppence has right now. He's like, am I just horny, or is this magic horny?
So I've spent a lot of time around Jezra being my best friend, who is very charismatic. And we might be sort of on the outs right now, but I do think that it's important to note that the amount of time we spent together means that I have spent a lot of time around Jezra making other people horny for Jezra, and Jezra having to navigate that when not necessarily feeling the same way or feeling the same way. So, like, I've spent a lot of time externally watching people try to be discreet about their horniness. So I think that, like, when I look at the captain, I know that the captain is actually horny because I'm used to seeing that. And I know what that looks like in external behaviors and body language and speech patterns, but I'm not experiencing any of that. The fact that I'm compartmentalizing the fact that I'm horny for Admiral Clytempus. So, like, that's the only thing that makes me hesitate. But, like, other than that, I think I, like, clock it in with my body and realize that I'm not experiencing any of those, like, shivers and the shoulder leans and the woos and the external butterflies that I might otherwise be having.
I think that works perfectly well. Yeah. Fantastic. I think this is where we cut the scene as Benedict Penwing leans into Captain Shaw and says, well, seems like we should prepare to sail within the hour.
Before we go, whatever happened to Calliope, my old friend? I have not seen her around.
Oh, Calliope, I am glad you ask, because we are actually, I think, going to see her at the next port. Calliope is waiting at the city. She has been preparing for us the next stop in our grand tour. She will not be ready as we are cutting our time here short, but rest assured she has secured a space for us by now, I'm certain.
Incredible. Sheik, more wine for the pirate.
And the scene fades to black. And with that, I would like to let everybody reset your bonds. So go ahead and put your bonds back to their full value. This would be a session reset in a normal campaign play. But since we're on a truncated timeline, let's just go ahead and make that happen. Do we have any other additional playbook moves that have been added? I see that we added Big Damn Hero for our swashbuckler. Do you want to talk about that briefly?
Yes, of course.
Definitely going to come up.
Yes, when you pull an insanely risky stunt to save your crew from a danger, roll blood. On a hit, you pull it off. Describe how you did it and pick one. On a 7 to 9, both happen. You face a terrible and lasting consequence for your foolishness, or a connection is seriously hurt in the process. Take compassion. On a miss, you fail or succeed by sacrificing yourself, your choice. The fates will tell you what befalls you and what, if anything, comes next.
Nice. Jezra, this also marks the end of your spiced trouble, so you can remove that.
Incredible.
Am I still bedeviled?
You are.
Okay.
Yes, you will remain bedeviled until such time as your demon asks you to do something that screws over your crewmate, and you resist that compulsion.
Yeah. And technically, the demon didn't ask me to fuck over the captain because I actively chose to do that myself. One question, though. I did, as part of my sparrow oddity, I did kill someone a mark discreetly, and it says I'm supposed to get 1 horde if it's discreet. How would you like to transmute that?
So 1 horde is a unit of money. You can just write that down somewhere on your sheet. A horde is, let me put it to you this way. If you wanted to use this money to improve your ship, a horde would be enough to add like another cannon deck to the thing. It's a lot of money.
I think for now, I'm not going to tell literally anyone that I am as rich, if not richer, than Midnight Shaw.
Certainly right now, yeah. But yeah, you have a pile of money, just so much. Now it's all in credit right now, because obviously you're not wherever you can collect the bounty. But in some ways that's better.
Die. Yeah, I just have to not die.
So that is the case with that. You have one horde in reserve, just a giant pile of money. Feel free to spend freely going forward. There's no way you could possibly use it up unless you buy a house or something.
Yeah. Who would ever buy a house that's being unused that nobody's living in because the guy who owns it can't go on land anymore? That would be crazy.
Weird. Okay,
Wild.
so as we cut to our next scene, I think the three of you are once again on the deck of the Golden Duchess, and alongside the Golden Duchess, gunwale to gunwale, or close enough to, is the dancing bear in all of its beautiful whimsy as we sail into dawn, marking the end of Tuppence's curse gripping her heart. Her need to commit unnecessary violence is now back to its normal level for the rest of the day.
Which is kind of still the same, if we're being honest.
But you're less compelled to do it. Now it's more recreational. And yes, so as the ships sail towards the horizon side by side, there is a sound of accordions on the wind, greeting the morning and driving you towards the dawn. And Captain Shaw, I would like you to either do it yourself or appoint someone to roll our navigate roll to see how quickly we are able to get to the capital.
Tuppence,
Aye, Captain.
go ahead and go to the helm and look at over the compasses and see how long we get to our destination. While
As
I
you
look here
were.
dashingly on top of our mermaid figurehead as the wind blows in my glorious hair.
I feel okay. So I did fully punch the captain in the face. Does he have a full shiner?
Ooh, I'll leave
I'm
that
like-
up to the captain. What do you think?
I feel like it definitely looks like. Yeah, well, let me put it this way. I have makeup in a lot of things today, so I have put it on. Now, if you're very perceptive, yes, you can see that it is indeed makeup, but underneath the moonlight and like the lighting make it should keep those far away from me. I keep a good distance away from most people so they can't see. So I look dashing right now in the moonlight, but yeah, get too close and I'll forgive you though, Tuppence, as long as you find us our way.
We all get
Right.
drunk and punchy sometimes.
It's all right.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last.
It is the pirate way.
For all I know, that bug could have been poisonous, and I would have been half a meal.
It definitely was. I saw it. It was super poisonous. Anyway, you're supposed to be swabbing the decks today, aren't you? Ha ha! And I run away to the helm.
Wait, do not forget to take his hat.
Right.
Just 5 more minutes. Just wait. It's just hitting the moon really quick. Hold on.
The lighting's really good right now.
So good when I toss. All right, fine. Here, you can have me at. Be good
Yeah.
too.
How cool would it have been if we had preset to have Laura have an identical hat?
What are you talking about? This hat is identical.
It's perfect
Yeah, exactly.
and totally fits my head right now. So navigation means
Roll plus Spitfire.
right, which is good for me because I've got 11.
Heck
I can't move my
yeah.
head because my hat will fall off.
Tuppence, you managed to navigate to the capital with no trouble. This is an easy trip, no problems. But I think that as you are navigating towards the capital, as a skilled sailor and navigator, you can feel the pull on the back of the ship as the wind is pushing you forward. The rudder is just fishtailing ever so slightly as the currents behind the ship are being affected in a way that you can only explain by being chased actively by Faustus Gyre.
Sacre bleu.
The old lady's after us again. Full steam ahead! I know we're not a steamship, but you know what I mean!
That is an incredible idea. You should patent that.
Yeah. More sails, you mean, right? More sails?
Yeah,
Pile on the
obviously.
sail.
What did I
Full
bloody
mast.
well say? More sails already!
Drop the spanker! It's the best sail.
Yeah,
I am partial to the mise-en-masse.
I was not disagreeing with you.
The spanker is the one at the very top where they were like, we could fit one more in there, right? Yeah.
It's my favorite one. You know, I like
May
a
the
good
tide
spanking.
drag you to perdition if you don't drop the spanker faster.
Aye, Captain. I mean, first mate.
No, you said it. It's real now. I've got the hat.
Just for this night.
And
We're so
switch
confused.
playbooks.
Fantastic. Okay, so that means that this becomes just a quick montage of you guys sailing with the ship fishtailing, and we arrive. I told you it was going to be 3 days. I think you managed to make it in 2 days with the wind at your back, and the weird tide of the gyre following you, and you arrive at the exterior of the bay of the capital city. It is at this point that I would like to point out to all of you that you are in a well-known pirate ship entering the Queen's capital city through the bay, the main bay. Would anyone like to make a different choice as this begins to happen?
Straight right in there. Just hit right on that. Let them know. The louder we are, the better, because they'll know that we are here and we are not afraid. So is the name of Midnight Shaw.
Midnight Shaw, you are compelled to do exactly that.
Full speed ahead. Hoist the colors. Lower the mass. Let's just go in there and fight with blood and vigor. Get ready!
In fact, Captain Shaw, I would like to ask you to pursue your ambition to the addition of coming in hot and fast and flashy. I would like you to try to take out some of the city as you go in with your cannons.
All right, everyone. Fire the port cannons. Ready? Aim. Fire! And yes, I would like to full on wave it down and take out half the city. Unless someone stops me again. I don't know.
I am the impassioned, so this seems like a fantastic idea.
All right.
I will be manning one of the cannons personally, in fact.
Okay, so am I doing a ship move? Or just firing the cannon?
Yeah, we're gonna do a ship move. Sorry, I'm looking at Obsessed again, and just like with the vice for our swashbuckler, they made it way harder to compel you with this thing.
Yes, I was like, I wonder how I'm gonna get compelled.
I mean, we're gonna do it for vibes, but boy, getting your unrest track full is nigh impossible. You have to really screw up pretty hard before that becomes a problem. So we are going to do this as your choice. We can do this as a take it head on, or I will allow you as the captain to run this as a break-in roll.
Ooh, choices, my biggest enemy. I think, I suck. It's a Duchess. I want everyone to see the just headship of the House of Shaw. So in all of her glory, and yes, I'm going to go ahead and just use the ship and move instead.
Okay, so that is plus steadfast, which is +1 for the Golden Duchess. And something that we have not played with yet, but I would like to remind you, Captain, is that this ship is hella haunted. You do have the option, if you would like to spend a bond with the ship to summon your spectral horde, you could send your ghost army out to murder indiscriminately in the streets of the capital.
Spectral hold. Spectral hold.
Well,
Spectral hold.
that changes things. That reminds me. So, all right. So, we are going directly in there. In front of us, we see the Queen's port. There are harbor masters and all sorts of ships is right there. But I see just the perfect place where we can crash right in because this bro can take it. So we're going to go, and I'm going to put my hand onto the ship's hull, like on the side, and whisper and say, "All right, my lovelies. Grandpa, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather, my great-great-great-grandmother, my cousin twice removed." And to start naming off the family history tree and say, "It's time to rise and shine. It's the midnight hour."
Nice.
Summon this. Please go right in.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. As you give this invocation to your ancestors, the horde begins to build around you. Individuals in many different eras of dress, in varying levels of decay. Some showing obvious signs of how they were killed. Some looking reasonably fresh, but just a little flesh eaten around the corners. They slowly build in ranks and files, and behind your ancestors, you see then the crews of the ships that went before, as the ancestry of the Shaw lineage pulls together, and I think all of them you see wearing that amulet all the way back. Every single one of the Shaws themselves wearing the amulet that you are seeking. And I think the thing that stands out to you, Shaw, that doesn't stand out to you when you've seen that amulet in person, is that in the spectral form there is a big red splotch on the outside of the front of the amulet that is super obvious in the ghostly illusion form. Your grandfather looks you up and down, flicks the hat off the top of your head, winks at you, and they all, with one move, turn 180 and fly off towards the city, where you can just hear the ungodly screams of probably thousands of people dying in short order. Those poor innocents.
Oh, what a lovely song I hear on the breeze. Beautiful music.
A few moments later, the ship impacts with the jetty as you have come in hot and fast. And what do you guys want to do from there? This being a dramatic opportunity, I think, Jezra, I would like to turn the camera on you.
Absolutely. Are we? Would you say we are entering into a fight?
Yes.
Then I would roll the theatrics. And
I think it is fair to assume that from
13.
here to the end of the session, it's going to be a fight.
That is the 13, so I will hold 2 and use that going forward. But as the ship crashes into the harbor, I am, of course, standing on the mermaid and using that momentum to launch myself into the city and coming down with weapon outstretched, waiting for the guard who is certainly coming to meet us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think up ahead of you, straight, like there's a road that is coming down towards the dock that intersects with this jetty. All of the buildings along this road turn slightly towards the bay because everybody is focused on seeing the ships coming in. And at the very top of the hill at the back, overlooking with a commanding view, is the house of the admiral. Your mark is straight ahead, easy shot. I think I would like to give you the opportunity to do more with your move, unless you would like to wait for one of your compatriots to do something first.
If the guard is coming down the road, then I am going to charge at them and begin engaging as many of them as I can with my ridiculously large weapon.
Absolutely. Yes, I think that the guard and the various soldiers of the Queen are acquiescing quite nicely by putting themselves in harm's way, which is to say, your way.
This is the 6.
A 6? Okay.
This is the 6.
Question.
And that was intended to be getting into a scrap?
It was.
Question,
All right.
GM.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I can't do it. Never mind.
Oh
Okay.
no, don't unleash your unusually large weapon. Oh no. Not again.
As you run into this fight with all of the guards, this is a pretty large force, and they are absolutely aware that you're coming. The captain fired the cannons and then released a spectral horde. So I'm going to say that this is a 3 harm situation as they come in to absolutely wreck you.
Wait, so what if, since I'm also there and I'm commanding everyone and we're doing this, can I use my move Mastermind to twist fate to make it so this doesn't happen to harm?
Absolutely. Tell me how this works.
Oh, right. So wait.
Talk us through your thinking.
So, all right, when you encounter an obstacle while leading your crew, of course, we are all going in there to bust up this town. You may spend a bond with them, and since we reset bonds, I have 2 again, so we'll spend one with Jezra, with involved crewmate, and explain how you plan for this beforehand. So, I knew we were going to go in here, and I knew exactly that my great-great-great-grandparents will come and rise up and cause this scene. But I have one special family member who always stays in the shadows. Now, this is one of the original Shaw, and his power is so great and massive and he looks so handsome with locks just like mine, so it's almost like I came there and protected and shielded you, and you have this kind of like protective stand of me who's always protecting you from danger, and it's as if I'm a part of you as you battle away, keeping you from harm.
So there's just like a huge spectral version of you that just shoves away the guards that were about to come murder Jezra.
Exactly. And it's
okay, I'm here for that.
It's a bond I'm making with them.
Yeah, does it just happen?
Well, it's as if I
Spend a bond and explain how it worked.
Okay, now you roll Twist Fate. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. And... All right.
So this is going to be a flat roll.
So that is going to be a 6.
Wait, no, I'm wrong. Hold on. Sorry. Wait. Pick one of the 5 faces.
Oh, or do I just get it? Because I'm spending 2 luck?
Spend 1 luck and add something to the scene. Did they take the roll out? Hold on.
I don't think so. I think the cost now is the 2 luck, the luck point, but my bond turns into a luck.
Oh, as though you had spent 2 luck. All right, well then there you go. Yeah, tell us how it happens.
Oh, right.
I think you just did. So that is successful. The giant spectral you. How do you want it to attack the guards that are after Jezra? Do you want it to end them or leave them in a position where Jezra can end them?
Oh, of course. I want to make sure Jezra has the final scene. He's the performer. And it will just elevate him enough to do his amazing tricks and showcases.
Nice. So I think your ancestral spirits, while they are coalescing into this form of you, what they're also doing is sort of shying the blades off of Jezra's body just ever so slightly, redirecting them and knocking things aside, tripping the odd guardsman just enough to give Jezra the opportunity to wade through them. And another chance to do the horrific damage that we all know he's capable of. Speaking of horrific damage, hey Tuppence, what are you up to as you wade into the city?
Right, so I think I'm looking for the most direct route to the Claw Tempest house.
Straight up the road, my friend. You can see it from here.
Through all of these people. Great.
Yeah.
So we have a little time here in this adventure together, and so I'd like to do something that I sort of been waiting to do since yesterday, which is as soon as the largest group of people possible in one place come towards one of my crewmates, I remember that I'll have in my possession a jar. And I would very much like to, on reflex, without really thinking, I have all of these other weapons at my disposal. I'm very, very good with weapons. And somehow, chucking a jar with a ghost in it, a very dangerous ghost, seems to be the best thing I could possibly do. But I'd like to exactly lob it so it hits the area of effect is the most people it can possibly be. Like, I'd like to wind up like I'm hucking a cannonball at the Highland Games.
I love this so much. Unless you have another idea, I believe this is going to be unleashing a power. So roll plus Spitfire.
I'm unleashing the bloody power.
Yeah.
7.
7. Okay. Well, that's still a success. It does what you want, but exacts a personal cost or surges out of control. I think that this is going to surge out of control.
Yeah, what could go wrong chucking a jar with a ghost in it at people?
A dangerous ghost, no less.
Potato.
Hey, Tuppence.
Hey, Fates.
Laura, have you ever seen Ghostbusters?
I literally rewatched them this past weekend.
You know when they're trying not to think of anything scary and they end up with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man?
It's so funny you should mention that because I literally have a burlesque act where I come on stage in the coveralls and proton pack, and then that specific audio clip plays and it blackouts and strobe lights, and I come back on stage as a sexy Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
So you're intimately familiar with the scene in question?
Intimately, yes.
Yeah. What do we think is the thing that comes to Tuppence's mind when she's trying not to think of anything too scary?
Oh no.
So I think of the thing I want most in the world right now.
The Admiral's dick?
Henry Cavill.
I was just going to say the Admiral, but yeah.
A giant naked admiral.
A giant dick over the town, but yeah, I was going to say the Admiral's square jaw, but yeah, it's just sort of the beefy frame of the Admiral himself just pops into my mind like, oh God, what I wouldn't rather be doing right now.
Oh, the Admiral large and nude is going to ravage the town in more ways than one.
Yeah, straight up, I think of the Admiral nude. That I was just going to say he was clothed, but that you made it better.
Nude is better, yeah. Hey, Captain Shaw. I'm going to assume that you don't know what's happening here.
You was
Oh no!
incorrect.
Oh no!
That
I
is
broke
your
it.
that is your greatest nemesis in giant spectral form.
Fully naked.
Does he look like a ghost or does he look like him?
Yes.
I'm gonna say it looks like a ghost. It's got sort of a green cast to it, and you can. There's a translucency that kind of gives away that it is not. It is not just your nemesis made 12 stories tall and angry and naked. Yeah.
And he's also extremely tall
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just huge.
and like just flopping in my face. I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
The
I'm
stiff breeze,
mesmerized
alright.
for a moment, and I'm just like,
Everybody's having an awkward ride home. That's what's happening.
I've died and gone to heaven. I mean, what in the? Hey, Topians, was
Yeah.
there a naked, well-endowed admiral right in front of me?
That's a great question. I'm gonna go find out right now.
Topians, what are you doing?
Do not ask the questions, just enjoy the show!
On the upside, everyone in the street is going after that. So it is
Yeah.
effectively plowing the road for you.
It is
sure it is.
plowing the road.
Yes, I'm sure.
That was unintentional, but here we are. But yeah, so he's like kicking over houses, stepping on people, making a real mess. And
I take a sack of little sack of peanuts and I'm like eating them slowly, watching it. I just like without looking hand the bag over to Jezra.
Fascinating.
Jezra, I think as this is happening, Benedict comes up behind you, and he's like, "Is this how you normally do this? I feel like we should have talked about all of this beforehand."
You just learn to roll with the punches and the ghosts and the whatever and just accept it and go.
Very well, I can accept this. Tell me, dear friend, we have made it to where we decided. I suspect now is the time for you to make your next step.
But of course, hopefully the Green Front, who we have definitely had 3 days to send a message to, which I may have to twist fate in order to make sure this happened.
What I'm going to ask you to twist fate on is that they are not in the path of your ghost army.
It's just as fair. I will spend the one luck, and they are not in the army. They are waiting for us at the house, and they were warned that we'll be coming straight up the road and to stay the fuck out of the way.
Nice. And I thought you'd like to know that our dear friend Calliope has found a spectacular location for our encampment in a certain magical front yard of a certain admiral. Turns out there's no one at home, it seems.
Always looking for us. Let us go and meet our mutual friend.
I think this is...
So I will... Yes, I will lead the way.
Good. Go on.
I will lead the way into the courtyard. The ghost is dealing handily with the guards, so we will crawl up the wall and see who is inside, because I'm sure this house has its own guards.
I don't know if dealing handily is the way I'd say it.
I feel like we're just slightly
More like a
distracted.
whole third arm, if you know what I mean.
I mean, this is really. Do you know this is my nemesis, right? The one who swore to crush my family. And
He could crush me and my family. What?
all right, yeah. I think we need to go. All right, yeah. Let's come on, please. Just up.
Aye, Captain.
As you approach the house, Jezra, this is another opportunity for you to make a dramatic entrance. You know that Calliope is here and has prepared, just based on what you were just told. But the house, the information that the house is abandoned, that's new. That's not something you guys knew beforehand. So I think that this takes you into a new paradigm as you approach the house. Now, you have Twisted Fate for the green front to be here. So not only will you have Calliope's support, but you will also have the green front on hand. But I would like you to take the lead on what exactly it is that you would like to do as you arrive, knowing that you have allies aplenty waiting for you.
Of course. Well, Calliope knows the ways that I like to operate, so she has, of course, prepared a rope tied to a tree that has been pulled down so that I can cut it, launch into the air, and land on the roof, because doors, they are so mundane. So we are going to land on the roof, and we are going to be looking for the skylight, the attic, the way in on the roof, and coming down that way because people, they do not look up unless there is a giant abnormal up there, but who would expect such a thing?
Fantastic. So that sounds like a use of your theatrics, but since it's all cinematic, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Unless, is there an upside to making it happen? Yeah, no, you're good. You're already impassioned, so we don't need to have you do it again. So yeah, you land on the roof, and do you make a speech or a gesture or something?
I believe I would like to go crashing feet first through the skylights that I hope is here, and assuming there is a mook in here, I would like to use my theatrics to pin them to the wall with a dagger that I have shown.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's put somebody in your way. As you crash through the skylight and fall through the shards of glass into the home of the Clytempus family, you see one lone older butler crossing the space with a tea tray, and yeah, just out of sheer instinct, the dagger flings from your hand and pins the butler by the suit jacket to the wall behind him. He is thrown a good 4 feet from where he was standing, and in true cartoon fashion, the tea tray remains where it was in air for a moment before falling.
I would like to get it.
Perfect. Are you saving us or killing us? I can't tell anymore.
This place was supposed to be abandoned. Why is there a butler here?
Well, if you must know, I paid through the end of the month. Look, the place isn't abandoned 100% per se. Her ladyship is still here. She's just... well, perhaps it's best if you see. Do you mind if
I'm certainly willing to, but for the sake of your employment, perhaps you would prefer to stay here. It is up to you.
Is it that sort of thing? Are you here to do grievous bodily harm?
Bodily harm, no. Rob all the riches, maybe.
Well, then I'm very sorry for this. And he pulls a little crossbow from his pocket and tries to shoot it at you. What would you like to do? I think he's not, he's an older servant. This is not something he's practiced at. What do you do in response to him trying to pull a weapon on you?
I do have another use of theatrics, so I think I will disarm him with a single flick of my hand.
There you go. And the crossbow bolt flies up through the skylight for everybody who hasn't made an entrance yet.
That was not very nice. I was trying to help you keep your payments to the end of the month, but if you are not going to play nice, then neither will I.
Look, if you respect my job, you know that my necessity is that I should remain here and protect her ladyship with my very life.
Then stab.
Yeah.
I tried to help you.
You did. You tried to do him a favor, but he's gotta go out with his butler honor. Jezra, do you have an idea of what you would like to do from this moment, or should we cut to another character?
Let us cut to another character. I do not want to get too far ahead of the rest of the crew.
Okay. Tuppence, you are outside. Captain Shaw, you are outside. As far as I'm aware, neither of you are in the middle of anything aside from watching the Admiral lumber around town.
Or I'm trying to make sure I get Tuppence in away from the large member of society and the Navy, and go directly into the building and try to do exactly what we came here and find my treasure. So, as I've narrated out loud, Tuppence, this is exactly what I would like us to do right now.
Would I have overheard that gentleman say that thing about the lady still being there?
No, Jezra made a dramatic entrance into the building. If you two are just entering, you wouldn't have heard that from upstairs.
Then I'd like to approach it under the impression that I think this house is abandoned, because that's the information I would be operating under.
Yep.
So I'm going to, well, Captain, you know, you've told me so much about your life as a fancy captain, and I almost think I'd like a little place to settle down myself. Would you show me around and what I might expect as a first time homeowner?
Well, of course, that's what I could do. I would love to show you around and let you know exactly what it's like to live in the high life, because we're both.
What? Since you know so much about maintaining an estate.
Oh, of course, and you will see that as soon as I make my way to my fortune. So let me show you around. So in here you have the quarters where the butlers usually are. If you jump
as soon as you walk in, sorry, let me interrupt you for a second.
God. Oh no!
As soon as you walk in, Tuppence, you feel that prickle along your spine and the gentle brush of contact with your elbow, and your demon whispers in your ear and says,
as soon as you get in, I need you to lock the doors.
Oh no, Captain! I think I see people coming up the hill after us. Quick, I'll barricade, and I'll dramatically slam the door shut, pretending that there's people coming up after us.
Tuppence, what is your problem? There was no one there. They were all looking at the Admiral.
There were hordes of people.
Now stamp 3 times.
I said I saw people.
All right, no need to throw a tantrum. But this is someone like you. Are you sure everything's all right? You've been strange these last few days.
It's been a really long day.
Light the candles.
Oh, God, it's awfully dark
Do
in
it.
here. God,
Light the candles.
Can't see a bloody thing in here. And I'll go to light the candles.
okay, you did not attempt to resist the compulsion, so that's
Hell no.
fantastic. Love it. This is going to screw over a crew member, so congratulations. You do get to mark 1 experience. Captain Shaw, as Tuppence lights the candles, I think there is a sudden rush of magical energy around you. You feel as the air in the room moves towards you, almost clinging to your body and pressing against you as you are pulled up from the floor and across the balconies to the third floor of the house. You see Jezra across the way pulling a dagger out of a servant before you are thrust into the room towards the front of the house. A room with enormous balcony that opens out onto the sea. And here on the floor is the body of the wife of Clytempus. Lady Clytempus lays on the ground on a sort of improvised mat of blankets, but there is a layer of dust that has settled on her form as she lies there. A few cups of tea have been laid around her in what is almost becoming a ritual circle that have just been allowed to get cold. But you can see just the hint of breath in her as she lays on the floor before you are thrown into the room and held above the floor, kind of, I would say, within a couple feet of her body.
I am screaming as I'm pulled up like, oh bloody, what? But my hair looks so good through the
So good.
It's blowing in the wind, the force of me going in one direction, going to the other. So I land still beautifully, but I have screamed and landed, and I'm just.
Oh no, you're held. You're still levitating. You're still levitating.
All right, so no, I may be beautiful, but I'm not one to defy gravity. Sorry, that's not my song. I need to be placed down right now. And whoever is doing this, torment! Torment!
I'm coming, Captain! Shit, fuck, shit.
Who are you and what you want?
Oh, hello! We must stop meeting like this as I slam into the room.
Jezra, are you also coming into the room?
Oh, yes, of course. If I have the opportunity, I am absolutely coming to the Captain Screams.
I think I
Nice.
slam past Jezra as I run into the room.
As we are coming up on the end of our narrative, I do want to give a moment to Jezra here. Since we are overlooking the front lawn where we know the Green Front and Calliope are waiting for you, would you like to give us a brief moment of what they're up to at your behest?
Yes, of course. Well, we have been coming in through the front. They have been going in underneath, as we say. They have Calliope has been here preparing the ground for an underground incursion. We were always the distractions. They have always coming in to come into the treasure room from underneath, where we took the main attention. And they are currently coming up through the floorboards in the treasure room and looking for the amulets themselves.
Nice. Fantastic. So I guess we don't see them out on the lawn because instead you see the hole that they have dug, the perfectly circular cartoon hole with a pile of dirt next to it, that signifies the entrance to this underground passage into the treasure room. That's fantastic. Great stuff. I think we will probably end with Calliope walking in with some treasures for you. Not to give away the ending, but
assuming I survive, which is not a certainty.
Assuming everybody lives, yeah.
I know what I want. I want the deed to his bloody house.
Yeah, right. As you come in, Shaw, you are the focus of this, of course. Which I think means that the spirit in this room is not interested in Tuppence or Jezra. So Shaw, as you make your little speech upon entry, the body of Lady Clytempus sort of suddenly, with great speed and alarming lack of movement, just goes from flat on the floor to standing up. Just bam. and the motion is accompanied by an enormous amount of force, throwing Tuppence and Jezra against the walls on either side of the room. You run into bookcases and objets d'art. You are slammed into the far walls. So I'm going to give you both 2 harm as you are thrown across the room.
Conveniently, my backdrop is the library book.
Yeah, right. Perfect stuff. Captain Shaw, you on the other hand, that force has nowhere to go. As she rockets up right into your face, all of that force against your body held in place, you're going to take 3 harm from that.
This is the time for Big Damn Hero.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
it is.
did we say I would take 2 or 3 harm?
2.
You're taking 2, Tuppence.
Okay, great. If I take any more, I start to get into the skulls.
Yeah, that's right. We're getting into the danger zone.
Yes.
Welcome to
You mentioned that there was a bookshelf. I am going to try to use the force to parkour up the bookshelf off the ceiling and knock the captain out of the way while performing a nice spinning kick to the admiral's wife. But we shall see if this is possible or not. And that is the boxcars.
Hell yeah! That couldn't be any better.
Perfect.
Well, tell us all about it, my friend.
No, wait, I was wrong. That symbol is the 1, that is the 7, which is still a success, but it is a different success.
Yeah. All right. So in that case, you are going to face a terrible and lasting consequence, and a connection will be seriously hurt in the process. So keep those things in mind as you tell us, what do you do?
Yes, well, of course, I am going to... All of this succeeds beautifully, but the corpse is much sturdier and held in place by the unseen force than I expected. So as I come down with the kick, the neck spins, but the body does not, and I feel a terrible pain in my leg as my leg just shatters under the blow, and I may never be able to move quite the same way that I did before. But the captain is, in fact, knocked out of the way, but perhaps with a bit more force than I expected, because I am in fact pivoted around the leg. So the captain may be taking a bit of damage, but less than they would have.
Yep. Less than he would have. You want to lessen the damage? I can accept that. Yes. To save your crew from danger. Yes. Okay. So, Captain, I'm going to say instead of taking damage, I am going to give you a concussion. Until you can take a quiet rest, whenever you hear a loud noise, you will flinch and falter, or take 1 harm.
Or I'm just hit and my head slams against the wall. I'm like, ah! Well, they said love hurts, but I didn't think it would literally. You all right? Tuppence, and I want to look at this this lady zombie person, and I will say, look here. You are just a sad wife of a washed-up admiral who I have wiped his face all over this sea, or in the next and the other ones. You can hate me all you want. You can be mad that I killed your sons or whatever you want to have you, but it's the midnight hour. And when the clock strikes 12, you best hope that you're inside. Because if you're under my shadow, sorry, love, but you're just going to get burned as I cast all this shade upon you. As I wanted to say, takes one to know one, read them to filth, and I'm attempting to find what their Achilles heel is if I roll well with vinegar.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And survey says, come on. Oh, all right. So that is a 6, 7, 8 plus 1, 9.
I would
9?
like to
Okay.
spend a bonds with the captain to help out and push that up to a 10.
Perfect. That is fantastic. All right, so on a 10, you get to ask 2 questions of this specter.
All right, and
you can, and you're one of the things was the Achilles heel. So, I think if you look at if you look at the body of her, it's clear that she's not physically there. She's not mentally there. Like, the body is still physically there. She's still breathing, but her spirit is somewhere else. But I think the thing that you see is incredibly present. The thing that is tying her to this place magically is a bottle that she wears around her neck on a silken ribbon, and it is full of the unmistakable color of Leviathan blood.
all right. And my second question is that I want her to get away from that, leave it, like, make it so me or one of my crew are able to snatch it and get it and destroy it, so that way she can go back to her normal human on top of herself.
So what you need to do in that case is either use another move to take it from her, whether you want to hoodwink her or use one of your playbook moves, or you can get into a scrap with her and use the take the ante option to take advantage of her Achilles heel.
Oh, that's with blood, and I'm really bad at that. I think if I do,
she's not going to let you take it off her. Like, it's very clear that that's the case. Like, this is magically connected.
Okay.
So you're going to have to do something clever to get it off her.
All right, so we're all here trying to stop her. We're trying to make sure she's done. So I'll have my crewmates here, and I knew that there was going to be some Scooby going around here and magic. So I want to use my mastermind one more time to twist fate and make it so that I had like this sort of cross-like holy item was prepared that was given to my great granddad to weaken this and like have my crew members, and I'll spend my bond with the one I have on Tuppence to see if she can grab it, like grapple her or something and get this out of the way using the strength. That way we can do this as a team.
Okay, so you want to try and command Tuppence to get into a fight.
Yes, you twist and fate to do so using the 2 luck.
Great. So if you are twisting fate, so you're spotting a fleeting opportunity, and I think we're letting Tuppence seize it. Tuppence, do you feel comfortable getting into a scrap with this astrally projecting lady? You are muted.
This ghost may have taken my voice once, but she won't do it again. Ah!
Roll plus blood.
Roll plus blood. So 7, 8.
Fantastic. All right. You can seize something from them, which you know what you want to do. So that's, I think, perfect. As a result of getting into a scrap, you are going to take 1 harm as you reach into the magical aura of this astrally projecting woman and snatch the Leviathan blood off of her. The impact of that magic releasing throws you again, spinning you across the room. The amulet of blood, though, begins to pull you back from the wall. It starts to slide you across the floor. You can feel your heels trying to dig against the planks, but the amulet is pulling you towards the open windows out to the sea, where you can see Faustus gyre about to suck the ships that are waiting in the bay. Your ships are about to be pulled into the gyre as it moves forward hungrily. You can feel that's where the blood wants to take you.
Can I use the big damn hero one more time?
Yes, you can. I was kind of hoping you would.
And that is going to be the 9. I would like to knock Tuppence away if need to. I will use my connection with them to overpower them in one move. Take the amulet in my own hand and let it take me out into the gyre. I wish to see what's at the bottom anyway.
Interesting.
Point of order. That was my harm that took me into the first skull of harm, which according to the core book means that I am compelled to be done for.
You are. You need to deny death.
I do have to roll to stand my ground against the compel.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering if I can also stand my ground against Jezra and prevent Jezra from sacrificing themselves.
I would be very willing to have you do 2 stand your grounds at the same time. Let's roll let's roll to not die first.
This is
whose bond are you spending to stay alive?
Jezra's. I'm sorry, Jezra, I can't let you do it. And then standing my ground.
Yep, you're going to roll blank, add +1 because you're spending a bond with Jezra, and he's right there.
9.
9. Okay, fantastic. You do not die.
Great, I love that for me.
But you are going to mark a trouble. I'm going to say just go ahead and write black spot. If we ever play these characters again, we'll come back to that. Now I need you to stand your ground again to stop Jezra from sacrificing himself. As the two of you just bear hug in the middle of this room, holding the weight of this bottle of Leviathan blood.
I rolled a 6, but this one is just straight. This one doesn't have a plus.
You still need to spend a bond in order to do it.
Oh, the only one I have left is the one with my demons, so I guess that's going to make it a 7.
Excellent. Okay. So with a 7, I'm going to ask you to mark another black spot as you hold contact with this bottle of Leviathan blood. It stays in your hand, but Jezra, I think you are able to add your weight to Tuppence's weight, keeping the two of you here. Captain Shaw, as you stand here in the middle of the room, watching your crew hold with all of their might against the draw of this Leviathan blood, wanting to return to the sea, you see in the distance, from the gyre that is about to suck in your ship, something small, glinting, flying towards you, towards the open window. And I think we've established that you guys have moved closer to the window by virtue of Tuppence being pulled. So there's a line of effect that happens here as the amulet flies through the open window, smashes into the bottle of Leviathan blood, and then lands on Captain Shaw's chest. Once again, coated in Leviathan blood, the amulet gleams, and you feel the rush of power as your inheritance returns to you.
Oh, it's here. Oh, I've been redeemed. Oh, finally, I can feel it. I can feel the Leviathan within. God, you know what this means? It means that now we rule the world. Now the Shaws rise back up, and this pirate lord's back on top.
You heard it, lads. Our captain's a top.
I am so happy for you, Bon Capitan.
I think in this moment, Calliope kicks in the door from the other room, covered in like jewels and shit. She says, "We're kings of the sea!" And she like chucks a crown over to you, Captain Shaw.
Hey, you didn't find any like papers or deeds for the house down there, did you? Asking for a
what? Do you want it?
I do, actually.
This thing's hella haunted. You take it.
Yeah, I know a thing or two. Don't worry. It's not my first ghost rodeo.
And perhaps the splint, my leg, it is not so good.
Wait, the Lady Clytempus is still there, right?
She is, but she is now dead.
Oh, she's fully dead. Okay.
Yeah, I may not have made that explicit. Yes, when all of that happened, it took the last of her life from her.
I'm going to take out one last item that I have in my inventory, which is a pistol with a silencer. And I'm going to shoot her real quick. Just to make sure. Just hey, real quick. I'm just going to check sure that screws on the thing. Anyway, as you were.
Water, tuppence. Ugh.
Oh no! Looks like he's not married anymore. Fancy that. And I'll have the deed to his house. Oh, whatever shall I do?
I'm sure it will be a very lovely wedding.
We see his giant form lumber past the balcony.
Exactly. Like, you're in for
Oh,
a treat, it
hello.
seems like.
I'm your next wife or your worst nightmare.
Pourquoi on both?
The specter of the Admiral going past also draws your attention back out to the bay, where you can see the gyre running itself out and retreating back, disappearing into the sea, leaving your ships untouched. And with that, dear friends, you have saved the day. Feels like the wrong term, but you've achieved a goal.
No, we didn't. We saved it.
We have
Yeah, you saved it. Yeah.
We have one day.
Yeah.
This day could have been boring as hell, but instead we did all of this.
I mean, the people in front of the spectrum, oh, that's a good day. But us,
My question is, does the Admiral see the giant naked ghost of himself as he comes into town?
It's any guess where the Admiral is, so I think as I hand it over to you to say what happens to your characters after this, and we do a brief little epilogue, Tuppence, I will let you decide how much of his own naked spectralness the Admiral sees as he comes home. So just to give you a little bit of guidance, this should be, as the credits are rolling, there's that little black and white card of your character relaxing or whatever, and like 2 sentences underneath saying like Jerry went on to become a lawyer, that sort of epilogue. What do we think happens to Tuppence following this adventure?
I think a couple of things in 2 sentences.
Don't feel too limited, but
Yeah.
in brief.
I think he, with his wife's death, the curse is broken and he is allowed to come back on land. And I'm sure the first thing he does is come back to his house. And I think like the cutscene of like him walking in the front door and I'm sitting in the foyer, like in front of the grand staircase, like just like a complete bisexual on the chair with like one leg up and one of his goblets of wine in one hand with like all of his treasure around me. And he like comes in the front door, hasn't been home in decades. And I'm like, hello, hello, hello. And then it just fades to black.
Perfect. How about Jezra?
I think after that pretty devastating injury, Jezra walks with a limp now and is struggling to do the old moves that they're used to doing, struggling with the acrobatics, and is perhaps reconsidering the weapon he has used for years and years, and picks up a pistol for the first time.
Oh.
And it closes to black with him pointing the pistol at the camera, and it fades to black as he pulls the trigger.
Nice. And finally, Captain Shaw, what happens to you after all of this?
Well, with all of us seeming to go our separate ways, it's one way or another, I don't have the true luck behind my back with my crewmates, but I still go on crazy adventures, and I got caught. Finally, it looks like sixth time was truly the charm. So there we have me on the galley, getting ready to be hung after all my crimes are being read by probably the new admiral, who knows, or maybe the same admiral at this point in time. And I just look and I say my last words, and I'm like, everyone here, I leave you the horizon and take everything past it. Consider this my signature, M. Shaw. As the tides are told, the shore have returned to their crown. So when the clock strikes midnight, I'll return to collect. And then we just see a shadow and just of like a hanging of Midnight Shaw. But is he really dead or something else? Who knows?
Amazing. Thank you all so much. Now, Omar, I know you have a couple things that you like to do when you end your streams. Do you want to take over from here?
Oh, sure, certainly. So, thank you so much, everyone. That is a wrap on our Magpie Madness Rapscallion event. Thank everyone for coming and watching. Thank everyone for donating. I believe I saw we're at 625. So thank you everyone who donated. Thank you so much. This means a lot to us here at Tilly 20s. Your dollar goes a long way to helping the Trevor Project, a organization that helps out LGBTQIA youth with crisis and suicide prevention, as well as providing the necessary resources for their embetterment. I want to thank the amazing cast that are here and our amazing fates. This was the best, the one of the best Rapscallions I've ever played, and I have been always fearful of the captain, and it made it such a great opportunity to play and dive into it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for joining me and helping me put together this event. And I would love to just hear something from all of you and your socials before we wrap up for this evening. So where can we find you, Jezra, and all the things that you're working on?
But of course, you can find Myths Your Teacher Hated wherever you find your podcast, Myths Your Teacher Hated, or at mythsyourteacherhated.com for episodes and all the fun stuff there. Also, Saturday Morning Roleplay, again, wherever you find your podcast. It's brand new, so please check it out. Like, review, leave comments. It really helps a lot. More of this wacky zaniness, fun characters. I had a blast here. Thank you so much for inviting me. I would absolutely come back. This was so much fun. This has been such a fun pirate crew.
I am just so thankful and can't wait to see and check out all of your amazing podcasts and content on there. So definitely we'll love to have you back here again when we do our next event. And then of course going to the Montback Tuppence itself. Laura, thank you once again. I had a blast playing with you. You were amazingly funny. Any last words and socials and things you want to plug?
Last words. Oh God, why'd you say it like that?
Hey, it's a playbook move.
You're right.
Yeah.
Just from the bottom of my heart, thank you for having me. This cause is so important to me as well. A lot of the gaming and performance work that I do specifically for for the causes that are important to me, because that's the best way I can think of to find purpose in life when the world is on fire. So thank you truly to A Tale of D20s and to the Indecisionist and to Magpie Games for having me. I had an absolute blast. And once again, my face hurts from smiling. You can find me at the.Lori Borealis on Instagram and Laura Borealis on TikTok as well. Again, I am a burlesque performer in the city of Chicago, and I'm taking part in a wonderful fundraiser show at the end of November on the 30th at Newport Theater. Mama Disco Productions is putting on Titties for Pitties, which is a fundraiser show for a wonderful local Chicagoland pit bull rescue. Does wonderful work. There'll be silent auction and raffles, perhaps even a gift basket curated by yours truly. So if you would like to see me send nudes and yoki your socks off, do please come see me. I hope to be back on the stream with y'all as soon as possible. When Ansel texted me, I think quite literally the text I sent back was, "Take my body."
I believe that's accurate, yes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad that Ansel reached out and we got your amazing talent here. And next time I find myself in Chicago, which I do travel a lot, I will definitely hit you up and check out your shows. That sounds so cool.
Even if I don't have a show at the time, we'll have a great time.
Oh yeah. We found our family here. We found our kin in this group. So
our crew.
Totally. Yeah.
Our crew indeed.
Steadfast and true. Thank you so much. And Ansel, anything you want to plug or say before we sign off for the evening?
Absolutely. Yeah. Check out all of the podcasts and shows that I do over at indecisionist.com. There's a podcast for just about anything that you could want over there. I've got, frankly, too many shows. But the big thing, if you're a gamer and you're enjoying content like this, come check out TTRPG Pickup Con at ttrpgpickupcon.com. Signups are open right now for the games that are playing in 1 week. And we will have another session, or one more con before the end of the year, coming up at the beginning of December. So lots of great gaming going on there with incredible DMs from around the world, and it's all totally free. You can find me online at The Indecisionist on Blue Sky, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. And you can also find me on Discord, where we host TTRPG Pickup Con at AP Birch, APBURCH. So if you want to find me over there, just try not to look like a bot.
Awesome. Please check it out, everyone. We've been putting in the chat, and we'll have everyone's social up on our website. You can see everything that went on at www.ataleD20s.com. You can look at our calendar as we put more on our events, as we'll be back again. We have a Passion de la Pasiones coming up. We have an Avatar one-shot that will be coming up. And then, of course, we will be out with our shows. We got... definitely a surprise route. That's all I'll say. That's going to be coming up soon. And as well as our tarot stream of Mass Tarot, the original Tale of D20 spin on the Magpie Games of Mass. So all that will be coming up soon. And if you're going to be at PAX Unplug on November 23rd, throughout that, we will be there. So come seek us. You'll see me wearing, I always wear my festive, bright holiday vest. You can't miss me. And you'll wish the ATOC crew will be here. We'll be playing games, hanging out, and just having a good old time. So please stop by or say hi if you see us, if you're going to be at PAX Unplug in Philadelphia. But that is a wrap on our evening. So with that being said, everyone, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for donating. And yeah, from the first chapter to the last page, be kind, spread love, and we'll see you on the morrow. Good night, everyone. Cue the outro. Bye-bye now.